Stu. Stu.
Hello.
Stu.
Yes. Yes.
Are you okay?
I am. Are you?
I'm glad somebody just popped in the last minute there. I have got a. There's my doorbell. You say. We've got like a gender reveal thing going on, and they have to stay in the drive, and they're gonna reveal a gender by giving us a cake.
A what?
Somebody's revealing their child's gender, Tara's cousin, right now. As I speak, right now, they've just come to the door. So I've got to be rude.
I thought.
I've got to go. Okay, I've got to go. No time. I've got to go. Okay,
All right,
it's streaming. It's streaming.
All right.
Is that serious? Like he's actually gonna leave?
He's leaving.
Oh no!
Is
he gonna be back?
Yeah. No, there's somebody come to reveal the gender of the baby or something. I don't get it.
Stop imposing gender roles on the child.
Exactly. We were just happy with whatever came out. We didn't want to know before it was born.
To be fair, that was a joke in Meaning of Life. Like, it's a little early to start putting labels on, but it actually is.
Yeah. Look.
Oh well.
Just be happy with whatever comes out. That's what we were. It was a surprise. Yeah. Like, where's the surprise gone? God.
That's the way Chinny is.
Yeah. So how are you?
I'm good. Can you confirm, please, that you heard that sound clip?
I did indeed hear that sound clip.
Okay, good. Everything's working on my end. How's everything on your end?
Fine, as far as no. Fine, yes. Fine.
Why didn't Chinny mute his mic? We don't want to hear his fun party in the background.
Screeching about what sort of baby it is.
Crying out loud.
It's a baby!
Yeah, really. It's a human.
It's going to be a little human. Yay!
Hooray!
Hooray for humans!
It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome if they revealed it and it was like purple and it's like it's gender non-binary. How about that?
Okay, I'm back, but not for very long. Right.
Okay.
So let me just explain what's going on.
Hooray for procreation!
What's going on?
Let me just explain what's going on.
Babies!
Tara's cousin is pregnant, right?
Yay, congratulations Tara's cousin.
Obviously, we can't... So they're doing a clever gender reveal. So what they're doing is they've made a cake which reveals the gender of the baby, right?
Well, that is impressive that a cake can reveal the gender of the baby.
I'm guessing it's going to be the colour of the cake, right?
Well, yeah, I assume so.
So we're going to very quickly, because everybody's doing it at the same time, they delivered all the cakes to all the family's houses, apart from one because one lives in Manchester. And we're going to...
Now, Chinny, sorry, did you accidentally smush the cake and you had to clean it up with your eyes closed, like on Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Wow. No. So I'm going to go off and just... just find out the gender with Tara so we can...
you were about to say I'm going to go off and eat the cake.
Well, I'll probably eat the cake here, but I'm just going to find that out now.
Okay. Yeah. How exciting.
And then I'll be back. All right. So you can start the show. I might be back in 5 minutes or so.
Okay, we'll start the show.
Okay.
You can come back when you found out what it is.
Bye.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Wow.
Without Chinny, bitch.
No Chinny.
Welcome, yo, to the Veteran Gamers. Juju, Chinny, all the fellas will tell you about every single game that we play this week.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite.
You gotta be that f***ing diamond in the rough. But the only way to become that diamond is by dedication, practice, and doing the shit that other people are too lazy to do.
Don't make me break my foot off in your ass! Yeah, boy.
F*** yourself.
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
Pork chop sandwiches! Pork chop sandwiches! Pork chop sandwiches! Pork chop sandwiches! Pork chop sandwiches!
Hello,
pork chop sandwiches!
Shut up!
Pork chop sandwiches!
Holy crap. Anyway, hello and welcome to episode 570 of the Veteran Gamers podcast. No,
try it again.
No, trust me, it actually is that. It's Chinny who's written it wrong on the show notes, on the stream. So just ignore the streams. What?
No.
What?
It's not episode 570.
Well, the last one... Oh, wait a minute. Have I not just refreshed? No, the last show that went up was 569. And the one before that was 568.
No, it really was not. I write it down every week in my little notebook here.
Well, I have no clue, but the last one up was A Whole New World, 569.
Well, that was wrong.
Well, it's not because it's 565, 566, 567, 568, 569.
Are you looking at the Veteran Gamer stream from the
No, I'm
podcast?
looking at
Because
the-
I am.
I'm looking at Podbean.
Well, I don't know why Podbean is showing you 569 because my
What?
stream that I'm looking at on my phone right here says
What the hell's going on?
594.578.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what's
happened
going
there?
on.
I just refreshed it 3 times and it worked. Yeah, you're right. It's 579.
Well, we got that.
Holy
sorted
crap.
out.
What is going You know, I refreshed it 3 times because I always refresh it because I'm like, I need to get the right number. You're right. It is 579. Whatever.
Okay,
Anyway,
well,
welcome to this show. It's
how about this?
579.
Now we know that I can be trusted to know the
Yeah,
correct number.
you
of
can
the
definitely be
show.
trusted because I'm just
Okay,
like,
I'm
well,
back,
when I was
I'm
looking
back,
in,
I'm
I was
back.
like, wait a minute. Why is it not the
Well, you know what,
EGX
Chinny?
show?
The whole time you were gone, Chinny, we were arguing about what episode
Yeah,
number
we were.
it is.
Oh, it's
I was like looking on the
579.
stream. Yeah, I know, well, I know
How
that
do you
now.
know, Chinny?
Because
How do you know?
Because I filled it out.
No,
But
well,
Podbean.
I know
Oh,
it's
I don't know.
just me. I had to click on it properly. I don't know. There's something weird
Right.
going on at Podbean.
So I have a
Whatever.
cake here.
Yes. What
Forget
color
it.
is the cake? Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
what
I got a
color?
drum
Whoa,
roll.
whoa,
Hang on a
whoa,
second.
whoa. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh.
It's pink.
Yay!
So it's a boy.
a boy. Yay!
So because it's 2021, it doesn't. You shouldn't assume what the gender is because of the colour.
Exactly.
Well, that's the joke.
We
Is
would-
that
that's
pink
what we
used to
just
be the
said.
pink used to be the color associated with boys because when men bled in war, they bled through the white rags and they turned pink. And then
How-
around World War II, they switched it.
How do you
How do
make
you what?
something so depressing?
I know.
I know, right? Well, you don't want to know why it turned pink.
No,
for
well,
girls,
no.
but
But there you go. So it's they're having
Holocaust.
a go. So
It's going to be a pink baby.
Yay!
so
Yay!
it's gonna be pink. So a baby that you do not know or care of or probably will ever meet is being
Well,
born
that's
and
a-
he's going to be. a
Now
girl.
who's being grim? You don't know I'm not going to meet this baby. Me and the baby are going to be cool. We're going to hang out.
Totally. You're going to be cool.
Okay, that's very exciting though. Congratulations. How far?
Yes,
when
it
is their due date?
I don't know. They just bring me
I
cake.
don't know. He's just eating the cake. He doesn't care.
Okay.
I
Well,
know. I think
is
it's
it a very
I think
tasty
it's-
cake?
I think it's the end of September ish.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
good luck with everything. And is the
Yeah.
cake good?
It's good. Yeah. Well, the
Alright.
mother to be is a very very good baker. She always bakes.
She baked her
cakes.
own gender reveal cake, huh?
Yeah.
Wow,
And
impressive.
she does like pecan pies and so she
Ooh,
bakes a lot.
alright.
So I'm not surprised that this cake is.
Do you
good.
know, can I just say though, Chinny, right? And I don't want to sound disrespectful here. or
Yeah.
anything.
That's such a bad way to start.
I,
a
know.
statement.
I just don't get this fucking gender reveal shit. that
No, I
everybody-
know. I know.
It's like the fucking big party popper
Well,
thing.
it's
that
not like Chinny made the decision. He's just
What
along
is
for the
that?
ride.
Stuart. Let me put it to you this way, and then maybe you
Right.
answer.
Look,
No.
it's fucking, as long as it's healthy, you give a
Right.
shit whether it's a boy
Yeah,
or a
yeah,
girl.
I know all that, right? And secretly, everybody doesn't think that though. But anyway, right? This is what I'll say: is any reason to celebrate something good is a good
Yeah.
thing.
I
at the
guess. I'll give you
Like,
that. I will
like
give
during the first lockdown,
you that.
during the first lockdown, we've got a big green in front of our house, as you know. You've been to my house, and
I
there was a party. There was a distant party. It's a socially distant party on the green, and it was a gender reveal.
Ooh.
And me and Tara watched it through the window, and it was a nice thing to see. People
Yeah.
having fun and enjoying themselves, and so we're just taking it as a bit of good news, a bit of family good news.
I'll give you that. I will give you that. I still
Yeah.
don't get it though. I must
I
So
don't
you don't have to
Hey,
nitpick all the time. You don't have to make
anything-
everything into some sort of issue. Also, it's not a gender reveal party. It's a sex reveal party. Gender is socially instructed, so call it what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you on this.
Yeah, that's no.
Hey,
don't be like me.
any situation where cake comes out of it, I'm okay. with.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a positive.
Well, that's like
spin. Cake.
Jim Gaffigan said, you know, if you eat a whole pizza, people are like, man, you really were hungry. You say, I ate a whole cake, and be like, you got a problem, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, you're greedy.
It's true.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, but cake is awesome.
great.
Yeah, before we start, I want to thank Duke for his nice comments on my mix.
Well, thank you for
Duke.
your awesome mix, Stu. I gotta tell
Yeah,
you, people,
you're-
look. Once upon a time, Stu. Here, it's story time. Let's do this in a
My
version of
favorite
story.
time. It's story time.
Story
Sorry time.
Once upon a time, Stu, DJ No Clue, said, "Oi, Dick, would you give me some titles for some hip-hoppity music I could do as a mix?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll come up with some stuff." And I sent I don't remember what kind of list it was. Probably pretty vague.
There's more stuff.
Oh,
by the
yeah.
way.
Oh, I'm sure. I never give a small list. Anyway, so I was like, here's some stuff. Look into this. Put it together. And then, like, last week, as you all heard on the show, he was like, "I did a hip-hop mix. You should take a listen." And I was like, "Yeah, I will." He's like, "When are you going to listen? Listen already. You got to hurry up and listen." And I said, "Did you read Nimbus X?" He's like, "Oh, I'll get to it." I'm like, "Yeah, exactly." And then this week, I was like, "Ooh, I should listen to Stu's mix on Saturday." And on Saturday, I put it on. And as soon as he put it on, as soon as I started listening, I was like, "Oh, man, this is going to be a good mix." Now, Duke, how did you know it was going to be good? From the second it began. This is how. Because it had the sure shot. And as soon as you hear that, I just like, yeah, now we're talking. You can't, you won't, you don't stop. Go, so DJ No Clue, sure shot. So,
Yeah,
it's a great mix. Yeah, absolutely. And just a really good mix because I suggested all the songs. Of course, it's a good mix.
Of course, it's a good mix.
But here's the other thing. It's mixed well, and you got a little scratchity scratching going on.
Yeah,
in some of the spots,
some of that, to be fair, was a bit loud. I should have brought the volume down a little bit.
But, you know, whatever.
Bit.
You're experimenting, and you were having fun. That's the thing. You were having fun. You mixed them well. You cut off Kate Tempest like 2/3 of the way through, which I was like, "Come on, dude! I know it's a 9-minute song, but come on."
It was just a good place to bring the next track in. You know,
I know. I'm giving you a hard time
because there's like 3 breaks in the song, and I'm like, that's because it's silent, so it's a good place to bring the next beat in. You see?
Yeah, I mean, you know, let me think. Is it a perfect mix? No, it's not, because half the songs are from the East Coast, and you called it a West Coast hip hop.
I don't know.
Which, I mean, come on.
I don't know hip hop. I asked for West Coast stuff, so I assume that's what you'd send me.
I don't remember that. Anyway, no, I don't just send West Coast. I should have just sent. I could do you a list of just West Coast songs, but
yeah, do that. Because I'd like some more.
I probably missed that part where it was like West Coast only, please.
No, I didn't say West Coast. I said
it's a great mix.
Laid back, you know, chilled out sort of hip hop.
Everybody should listen to it. It's a great mix, and you know, it started playing the Deep House one from this past week, and I enjoyed that as well. So.
Oh, thank you very much. I am getting better.
Yeah.
I'm, you know, slowly getting better. Just
nice job there, DJ No Clue.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are for old people.
It's a good cake if anybody wants an update on the cake.
we like cake. We like cake.
We should talk about fucking video games and shit.
We should do that. We should definitely do that.
Do we really need to?
Yeah, I think we should.
I haven't got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I guess. What up, Rainy Lamb? What up, Trite? What up, Cody Boudreaux?
It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Is today Super Bowl Sunday?
Football.
I don't follow basketball. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, video games. That is not video.
I love Super Bowl.
Right. Let's talk about.
I love Super Bowl. I like watching the adverts. That's what I like about Super Bowl.
Does anybody else have a story time?
All
right, I got one.
Baby gender.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Look, I moved up to Wisconsin 20 years ago, right? I grew up in Florida.
From Florida?
Florida has no snow, right? Never a snow day, never a snow angel, never a snow
lot of old people. A lot of old people in Florida.
Yeah.
Yes.
In fact, at this time of year, it's
sand, sun,
hot.
swamps.
Yeah, it's hot at this time of year.
Not swamps.
Senior citizens, which you call OAP, sand, sun, swamps. That's what Florida had. All right. I moved up to Wisconsin. I have some trouble adjusting to the snow and the ice and the wind and the driving and the sliding and all that, right? But after about a year, I got it sorted.
Sliding. Yeah,
I got it sorted. I knew what I was doing. And so for the past 20 years, I've been like, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. I've never had a problem, except now we live in the country. And that's not the big problem because generally speaking, the roads are pretty clear. However, we had this big, long driveway. As soon as we moved in, somebody said, you need to get somebody to plow that mess unless you have a plow yourself. And we're like, oh, we don't have a plow. Let's hire somebody to plow.
Go on.
That name again is Mr. Plow. Or the other one, when the snow starts falling, there's a man you should be calling. It's KL54796. Let it ring. Mr. Plow is a loser, and I think he is a boozer. Linda Ronstadt, how'd you get her? Oh, we've been looking for a project to do together, so you better make that call to the Plow King.
Do you know what? We
Not that
need
I've been
one of those in the UK at the moment because he's gone to shit over here with snow. Everyone's going mental.
Saying
It's
that.
like snow, there's snow everywhere. Mm.
So the Plow King, we'll call our plow service the Plow King, even though they have a different name.
Play
and
me,
they do a
play
good
me
job.
hard is what I would name mine.
Yeah, exactly. So the electrician we've hired they do call their company No Shorts Electric, which is a really good name for an electrical company.
Yeah,
because
or
it's a triple play on words.
we don't kill each other.
Anyway.
We don't kill ourselves while applying electric wiring into
And we don't wear
walls.
pants.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So
That's a whole
anyway,
other
so
thing.
right. So the Plow King came and plowed our driveway. Cool. They did it at night. Why? Because you never know how much more snow is going to fall overnight. So if they do it in the afternoon and more snow falls, then we're in trouble in the morning. But they came at night. Well, right as we were going to bed. And it was like, oh, sweet. The driveway is going to be clear. It's going to be fine. Friday morning, no sweat. Go out Friday morning and the driveway's clear. I'm like, sweet, here we go. And then I'm like, there's a couple of snow drifts. And that's the problem because I thought I could just drive through them. The wind, it was crazy windy Thursday night. So it drifted all this snow onto the driveway. I thought it didn't look that deep. It was pretty freaking deep. And so I got stuck in a snow drift.
Oh my god.
It really sucks.
Can I,
Is what
can I
the
ask you-
universe said to me.
Can I ask you a question, dude? Do you have special snow tires? Are they
No,
like
that
spiky
wouldn't
or
have really
whatever?
helped.
gotta get
That really
chains.
wouldn't have helped. It wasn't. No, it wasn't about the tires because the snow came up to the bottom of the car.
Wow.
So I was like beached like a whale.
Did
There was
you
no way to deal with it.
Did you make a
Could you get
snowman
your
with
door
the? Did you make a snowman with the sludgy part of the stuff under the?
That's what I should have done. So basically, I got stuck, and I reached a point. I was just like, you know what? And I emailed, and I'm thinking like the principal's gonna be mad. I got to get to school, and eventually, I was, after spending 10 minutes trying to shovel out, I was like, this isn't happening. So I sent the principal a message saying, I
Fuck
am
you.
teaching from home today.
Yeah.
I was teaching from home because we had taught from home the day before, which I probably could have made it in easily the
Come
day
on,
before.
come on.
But I taught from home on Friday, and I had to leave my car there because there was too much snow behind me and there was too much snow ahead of me. I couldn't move it.
Brilliant.
So eventually, the very nice guy who lives next door took his like tractor or something with a plow blade on it and plowed out the front of the car. And then I pulled out of the driveway, and after teaching all day inside at my house, I pulled it out of the driveway, and then I called the plow company. I was like, hey, we need y'all to plow again because there's all the snow, the drift, whatever. He was like, yeah, no sweat. I'll be there in an hour. He came in an hour. He got it back, and he got stuck in the snow. The plowman, the plow king got stuck in the snow.
What sort
Like,
of
that
plow
doesn't-
king is he?
I'm saying though. So I was like, I saw him getting out of his truck, and I was like, "Is everything okay?" He's like, "Yeah, kind of stuck." And I was like, "Oh no, I'll get my shovel." He's like, "No, it's not gonna be worth it. I got another truck coming." So he had to have this other truck pull him out of the snow. I was like, "Don't get stuck, truck number 2."
It's like
That would've been-
Russian
So it was just a
Russian dolls,
nightmare.
but with snow plows.
Exactly. So eventually, they got both of the trucks unstuck. It took them like half an hour to deal with it all, and then they plowed the driveway extra wide so that there wasn't much wind after that. But if it did, it would not create a snowdrift very large on the side of the driveway. So it's all good now. But that first time driving after they cleared it all, I was like, I'm gonna get stuck again. Driving very, very slowly, watching everything in front of me. But it's all good. We're all clear. We need to build a snow wall, apparently.
Yeah, driving in snow is horrible though. I hate driving in snow.
What I
I've
think
actually-
about driving in snow is every time you drive in, especially in the UK, because it only snows like maybe not even every year, maybe once every 2 years or so. There's always somebody driving in the snow that has never driven in the snow before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
See,
so,
the thing for me. My dad used to tell me, and he was an accident reconstructionist. His whole job was figuring out how people might have had less damage or less pain or less death in car crashes. He used to tell me, like, drive in control of your vehicle. If people behind you are mad because you're going too slow, so what? You need to maintain control of your vehicle. And if
I
that means
agree,
slowing down, then
totally
slow
agree.
down. So now that's me on the roads of Wisconsin. People, and here's the thing, our car is very light. So we're more prone to slipping and skidding than big, heavy SUVs. But you know what? I'm sorry, people. That means I got to slow down. And if you're mad because you got your huge SUV that can go 90 miles an hour in deep snow, so be it. If If you can't pass me, you're just gonna have to go at 40 miles an hour for a while. I'm sorry.
If you can't pass me, you gotta stay behind me. It's the snowplow.
When I get bored, I start playing all sorts of sound effects. When Chinny gets bored, he starts playing the guitar.
Carry on and snowplow. Something like that.
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing?
What you been playing?
And the snowplow. Snowplow. And so on.
I like it.
What's up, Louisiana? What's up, people in the chat? Who wants to start with some games?
I don't know.
Games.
Yeah, before you spin the wheel, Chinny, right? And it's not really.
You know what? You know what, Stu?
No, just a minute.
I've decided to kill the wheel.
Oh.
Oh my God!
I've killed it. You know what? I spoke to it yesterday, and I said, just look over the river there. Just look over the river, and I shot it in the back of the head.
Do you speak often to inanimate objects?
I know, yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Take that.
What is the matter with Step J? He's put morning in the chat. Is it morning?
Well,
Have I missed something? What the hell?
He thinks it's morning, but it ain't even close to.
So the question, Chinny, then is how on earth are we going to figure out who's going to talk first?
Yeah.
That's true.
We're adrift with no guidance.
Well, Stu was going to say something.
Have you got your dice? Stu? Where's the dice?
No, we don't need.
The dice are all the way on the other side of the room. I'm not going to get that.
Stu, you was going to say something.
Right?
What was you going to say?
I was going to say, although it's not really something we'll talk about at length, but I think we need to mention how jank PokerStars VR is. In so much as, right?
But you love this game.
We love the game, right? The game is great, but fuck me, it's jank, right? It's so jank that I had to uninstall and reinstall it before we could play the game. That is how jank that game is.
Uninstall the game before you play the game. You know. It's a piece of shit. That game's a piece of shit. But
it's terrible. Terrible.
You know, I love it though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The problem.
It's so good to play when it works, but flip me when it doesn't work. God love us.
We had a great time on it.
Yeah, we did. Well, and then towards the end though, it all screwed up again. So I ended up just going because I couldn't get it to work.
Yeah, for you. Yeah, it screwed up for you. But I was in there with Damo for a while. Oh boy, what we got a new listener, Damo. Remember?
Yeah.
So my friend Damo, who I met in Halo 3 in 2007. So before I met you, a year before I met you, Stu, I met Damo, and I've always remained friends with him. And he came to my wedding. You met him on the stag do on the wedding.
I've met
and
him.
he says, you know what I did today, Chili?
That's just what he sounds like.
He does impressions of me.
Apparently.
As well. You're right, Chili. He goes, I couldn't sleep. Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I listened to your podcast, mate. Yeah, usually I can't stand those things, but it was good. So, glowing review.
He did. It was quite funny. He sounded surprised that it was actually all right, didn't he? It was all right, actually. I listened to all of it.
So, we have a new listener. Thank you, Damo.
We do.
It's only taken 13 years or so for him to listen to. But yeah, I introduced Damo to it. It was the first time he came on. So whenever you come on to poker with somebody new, they spend about 3 hours freaking out, which is what he did. And it's good though. It's still great, but it is a piece of shit.
It's so bad.
It's such a bad game, but it's good.
So bad.
It's amazing. It's like the cyberpunk of poker games.
It is. Yeah. I don't know where it's quite that jank, but it is.
It's pretty close.
It is close. It has definitely got that jankiness. So how are we gonna do this then? How are we gonna do this?
I think we all just talked about a game for a little while, so maybe I should go.
Correct.
Yeah, go.
Maybe we're all adults.
Okay.
I've killed the wheel. Look, there's the wheel.
Whoever wants to go next can go next. Yeah. Okay, so I've been playing some more Red Dead Online, as always. And here's the thing. I was doing my dailies, right? I've been doing my dailies.
Yeah, I've been doing
right?
my dailies. I'm on a 14-day streak.
7 out of 7. I got the 14 out of 14 days in a row streak. I got the 21 out of 21. I got the 28 out of 28. When you get to 28, it becomes 2.5 times the gold multiplier for everything you do. And it's so good for the dailies. And it's like, yes, I got money, money, money. I was getting all that gold. And then they give you a treasure map. And it's like, yes, I got a treasure map. Sweet. And I was getting all that money. Balling. And then they took it all away.
How?
Because it resets.
Yeah, but you still you get awards for getting 28-day streaks in a row. Like constantly.
But it starts all over now. I can get so if I get 2 28 streaks in a row.
Yeah, I think there's like a buckle for that and stuff. I don't know.
I gotta be honest. I have not done a daily today because I'm like, if I'm back to number 1, like what? Like there's no inducement to keep me logging on.
Oh, right. So, okay.
I mean, look, a buckle for doing 10, 28 streaks in a row. Like, I'm sorry, that's not. I mean, I probably will. It's just that, you know, it used to be like log in as soon as I woke up in the morning. If the Dutch is still asleep, I'd be like, I'll do a daily, like just get it out of the way and get my gold coming. Now I'm like, 8 cents. Take your 8 cents and shove them up your ass.
Wasn't a big fan of the dailies today. One of them was to just kill a loon. I was like, I don't know what a loon is.
Anytime it's a loon, kill the specific animal. I'm like, hell no, I'm not tracking down where that is and trying to find it and all that. Forget it. Now, go to this place. Hell yeah. Top of Mount Hagen. Yeah, I'll go there.
Yeah.
Go to that dam. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Like eat 5 candies. Shit, yeah, I can do that. Do that right now.
Feed your horse. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Change.
Yeah, no
okay.
doubt.
I know.
So anyway, that's Red Dead Online. I don't have much to say about any of these, so I'm just gonna go with all mine right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is chaos.
So
chaos.
It is chaos, yeah. On Minecraft, I'm playing on the Damage Incorporated server. I got a new roller coaster going. What? It was hard because I finished it and I was like, hey, everybody come ride the roller coaster. And nobody seemed interested. So I was like, oh, man, nobody wants to ride my roller coaster. Aww. And then for a few days, I would go to these events and I'd be like, hey, people, you know, ride my roller coaster. And one person rode it. And he was actually pretty nice about it. He was like, yeah, y'all should come ride it. It's cool. Come on, check it out. I was like, yeah, that's right. And then today, I was like, hey, y'all should come check out the roller coaster. And someone was like, ooh, roller coaster. And he came. And then everybody started coming. Ooh. And that was cool because they all rode the roller coaster. However, for various reasons, they all have these pressure plates. There's this job system on the server, and you get money every time you make certain things. And pressure plates are the easiest things to make. They'll get you money. So people are just making just 64 pressure plates. So they walk around with these huge stacks of pressure plates, and they put them everywhere.
Why?
Now, because they have them. They don't know what else to do with them. Here's the thing. They can't put them on my territory that I've claimed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all these pressure plates right up to the border of my area.
Why?
It's like, what the heck? Because they can. Because it's a way for them to not really troll me, but kind of. And I have to clean them up. So it's like, whatever. It's so ridiculous, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's all I have to say about Minecraft. Starbound, I played a little bit more of that. And
are you literally just doing every game you played in one go?
Yeah, because I only have like one thing to say about each of them. Trust me, I'm going to be done in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
It's okay. And then you can just go, and I'll be silent for the rest of the show.
Handle it. You can handle it.
Because I haven't played any new games, so I just want to say these few things about the games I have played that are new.
Germs.
Starbound has a bounty hunter system now, so you can, again, like in Red Dead, you can go and track down villains and this and that. But here's the thing: in Red Dead, it's kind of fun. You're riding all over the terrain to get to the villains and stuff. In Starbound, it's like, move to the right until the arrow points down, and then you tunnel down, because it's a 2-dimensional game. So it's not quite as much fun to go on these bounty hunter missions, but it is still kind of cool because it's something other than just fight bosses. So I'm glad that they keep updating that game. And speaking of games that keep updating, Tainted Brain posted a thing on Twitter which had to do with tutorials in video games. And it said the first tutorial in every video game. That was the title. And then there was text that said, it was a picture of a guy in his underwear squatting and holding a stone. and the caption said, "You picked up a rock. Achievement unlocked."
Yeah.
And he was like, "This is every video game." It's like, yeah, okay. And then I said, "Beginning tutorial. That's like half the fun of Rust." What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So that made me think, like, oh, Rust, man, I haven't played Rust in a couple of weeks.
Wow.
I should go back to Rust. So I went back to Rust. But here's the new thing. They finally, okay, here's the thing. They finally did something I've been really wanting them to do for a while.
Put a game in it.
No, they haven't done that. But they have, you know that there's a lot of stuff in Rust now. It used to be you run around, you bash on trees, you get stone, you make a tower, whatever. But then you also remember you used to go around those crates and you'd get guns and stuff out of them and you'd shoot people or shoot things with the guns. They've changed it so that there's so much other stuff. In addition to guns, now there's like switches and batteries and solar panels and alarm lights and instruments and all this crazy stuff. And it used to be, well, up until recently, I was going to pretend like it still is, you had to run around and beat up the barrels so you could get scrap, and then use the scrap to research the stuff. And then you basically had to put the scrap into your research table, and then like you get a random blueprint. And you hope you got something good, but you might get something crap. Now they have a tech tree. And it's so nice because you can figure out what you want to unlock and just unlock just those things, and you can aim it instead of just randomly searching for whatever. You can navigate your tech tree and get the stuff you want to get. So if anybody out there has any idea what I'm talking about, playing Rust, researching stuff endlessly. Apparently this was updated like a month ago, and I was like, "Oh, sweet tech tree," and they're like, "Yeah, where have you been?" I was like, "Not playing Rust, sorry." So, Rust is even more fun now than it has been in the past. So,
not hard, really. Just put anything in it.
I know, yeah.
Well, that's the thing, is that with the PvE servers, they have the zombies, and it's so... Here's the thing. Here's the takeaway from all these games. The question is, what's going to keep me playing, right? Because story is what a lot of games rely on. You're going to keep following the story. You want to see what happens. You're going to keep playing it so you can get to the end. Or, in the case of like Dark Souls, you don't care about the story. You want to have the pride of having conquered it. Yes! Mm-hmm. With a Battle Royale game, you want the pride of having won, be the last person standing, right?
Hurrah!
That's the satisfaction.
You are the victor.
Right. Yes. However, when it comes to games like Rust and Red Dead Online... The question is, like, what keeps you going? And with Red Dead, if it's the dailies, cool. I'm there. I want the gold. I want to unlock stuff. But there has to be something to unlock. You know what I mean? Once you unlock everything, once I get to a point in Rust where I have everything I want and I can just mow down the zombies with ease, then the question is like, well, why am I playing this? You know what I mean? It's weird how important that next thing that I'm trying to acquire is. Because in Rocket League, I'm like, I think I've plateaued in terms of my ability. They don't have any items I'm trying to unlock, all the weekly challenges and stuff. I'm like, who cares? So now I'm like, Rocket League, I play a little bit, but by and large, I'm like, the stress, all the toxic children, I'm like, do I need that? So,
You say that, dude, but we know you're going to be playing loads of Rocket League.
Hey, I haven't uninstalled it, but in the past, I can tell you what Steam tells me. I can look at how much I've played in the last week. It's not been a whole lot.
Wow, that's not like you at all. I'm shocked, I must admit.
Well, Red Dead has taken over his...
break down the playtime.
Yeah, that
total
is
playtime is quite a bit. I don't know how I tell how much I played this week.
Don't know.
Don't know.
There is something.
Oh yeah, here we go. Sorry. 5 hours in the last 2 weeks,
wow.
Which isn't a whole lot.
That's not a lot at all for you.
No, not for you.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Oh my God, there's a bubble finally burst. I can't believe it.
But the funny thing is, people can see obviously how much I've played, and I wrote it's okay. It's like only one person found it funny, and nobody's found it helpful. But if you looked at it, I mean, you have to look at it. I've got 3,000 hours in Rocket League. For me to go, it's okay. It's like, that's a great review. Anyway, that's what I've been playing. I'm done.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Shall I go next? Chinny, seeing as you've got like one thing to talk about, unless you haven't written it down. I don't know.
Nope, that is all I've got to talk about.
Wow.
Damn, it's the all Stu show.
I know, it's a good job. I played some stuff, otherwise this would be no show.
I just talked for 20 minutes about what I've been playing. Watch yourself, son.
That is true. I'm going to start with the Medium, because that came out last week, and because of some weird thing where it uninstalled itself or whatever, I had to reinstall it. I didn't get to play it till this week.
Yeah, I talked to Hardly Dan about this. He's been playing this as well.
I played quite a bit of it. Well, I say quite a bit, probably about a good couple of hours. So I'm a good couple of hours in. What's interesting, though, I'm looking at my achievements here, okay? And one of the achievements you get is called Medium Rare, which means you've burned through the moths using your Spirit Shield. That happens probably within the first hour and a half of the game, so fairly early on in the game. Only 55% of gamers have unlocked it, and it's not something that you can or cannot. It's part of the story, so you have to unlock it. Okay. And I'm like, wow, so only 50% of gamers have got that far in the game, which is kind of...
You're just such an elite gamer, that's all, Stu.
I know, already
I wouldn't trust those numbers, though, because I don't know if they're updated live.
Don't know, but you know what I mean. It's interesting, regardless. Because is this a game where people started it and just like lost interest almost immediately? I
wouldn't let that piece of data be your barometer for how.
No, that's why Stu. So talk about what keeps us playing. Stu has to do better than everyone else.
Exactly.
He wants to be that 2% that finishes the game.
Okay, this is what I'd say. I am getting a lot, and you're not going to like this. But I'm getting a lot of Heavy Rain vibes from this game.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, there is not rain in it, I can see.
There is rain. It
looks quite heavy.
What you'll be pleased to know is not the story. Not the story or the writing.
Well, to be fair, the story wasn't the hugest part of my complaints.
Yeah, true. But mechanics, it feels almost identical. It's very, very pretty. Right, so everything looks really nice.
It doesn't look pretty. It looks gloomy and sad.
Yeah, I was going to say it has the same palette as
it does. It does. It's very dark. It's very dark. The game itself, story-wise, is pretty depressing. It is kind of a weird.
That's because that's how life is, man. That is how horrible the world is.
I agree.
But here's where the similarities are. So. It's very much like even just the way it's structured, everything looks really pretty and really well detailed, but it's a fixed camera, so you have no control over the camera at all.
Yep.
Oof.
So
damn, I haven't seen one of those in a very long time.
Exactly.
Heavy rain.
Is that for a good reason?
Rain.
Like, is there a good reason for them to do that? I feel like we've reached a point where that used to be the case because we had to have it like that.
Yeah. I think that, I'll be honest, I think the only reason they've done it this way is to try and make it feel more cinematic.
Yeah.
Because I think they want to control what you're seeing rather than
maybe claustrophobic, like maybe you don't have the power to control the camera. That means you're more at the mercy of the world.
Yeah. So you've got tank controls, so you literally use the left stick to move. And that sort of, it's one of those weird games where you say walk towards the camera and then it changes angle and you have to move the stick in the other direction to carry on walking in a straight line, if you know what I mean. So it's very much that it feels old-fashioned at this point. I don't know. It's a bit weird, if I'm being totally honest. But once I'd played probably, 30 minutes of it, I kind of didn't forget that that's what he was doing, but it just get used to it. You just sort of that, this is how it is. Story-wise, I'm pretty impressed so far. It's quite interesting. You're basically this girl, young lady, I guess.
Slow down.
Yes.
I'm just saying, you're going pretty quick with the plot here. You're a girl, lady.
A girl.
I couldn't keep up with the details.
Wait, what kind of girl? Did they have a gender reveal? Was it a pink cake?
It did.
I couldn't keep up with the details that you were giving out.
I know.
Go ahead, Stu. Ignore him.
There was a pink cake in the game, and the pink party popper. There was one of those as well, just to prove it. But yes, so the big selling point with this particular game is that you can see into the spirit world as well.
Holy shit!
Holy shit-a-roly. So
is it kind of like the person is like beyond two worlds, or their souls are split? The two? What was
no, well, kind of. So what happens is. So when you have
this game just ripped off all of Quantic Dreams, and there's these robots that look like people.
There were no. Oh my god, no.
Oh wow.
So there are parts of the puzzles where you have to alter something in one world, be it the real world or the spirit world.
Singularity did it.
Affect the other side, and it does split screen. So what you basically get is both worlds at the same time in a split screen, either vertically or horizontally.
Silent Hill did that.
Yeah.
We're so mad that they're not original more. They took this, they took over that.
There are performance issues with this game. What's really interesting, when it's in single screen, as you can see at the moment, on my PC on high settings, it's running in about 50 to 60 frames a second, so it's pretty stable. As soon as it goes into split screen, it halves, so it drops to about 30. And I've had it go as low as sort of 14, 15, stuttering along for a bit before it recovers.
What did you do, Stu? Did you set fire to your PC?
I did. I chucked it out the window.
You didn't need to. It already ignited on fire because it was too hot. What graphics setting do you have it on?
I've got it on high. I've got it set on high at the moment. But I think
he's got it set on lots of graphics.
I've got it. Yeah, like how high can it go?
Yes, graphics, please.
No audio description game here. I want to visualize my games.
That would suck
if you're playing Call of Duty. There's a guy on your right. There's a guy in front of you. There's a guy on your
right. Someone said, imagine snooker but on the radio. He's like, and he's broke off, and there's a red over there, and a red over there, and a red over there.
That's sorry, Stu. Go ahead. Yeah, it's sort of, there's probably an issue with optimization for whatever, and they've not really done it very well at the moment. I'm assuming it will get patched at some point, probably to make things better. But here's the thing. Okay.
Here's the thing.
Oh,
right. I thought this was the thing. I thought you was already on the thing. I didn't know this was the thing.
I'm going to get
I thought you were already talking about the thing.
I am in the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this, apart from being on PC, is an Xbox Series X S exclusive. Okay. So you would assume if this is to showcase the new consoles, which is what presumably this is, it would be the cutting edge in technology and video games. And do you understand what I mean? This is this is what you can play on your Series X that you can't play on your old Xbox.
Is it that, or is it just the first game where that is the case? Or is it,
I don't know. It'd be weird.
Are you positioning it that way, or is Microsoft positioning it that way?
I would. I mean, they made a big deal about this when it was at E3.
Did they, or did
Xbox Series X exclusive?
They did that with all their trailers.
Oh, yes. Having said that, it runs, not that great on my fairly high end.
That's part of their marketing strategy. This is so detailed.
Yeah.
Your machine can't even run it. You piece of shit. Buy an Xbox Series X.
But all that being said, I am actually quite enjoying it. So
that was the thing. You said that was the thing. That was the thing you was talking about. The thing.
Yeah, the thing is, this is meant to showcase the Series X.
And I didn't realise that was the thing.
I don't think it does that very well.
Oh, well.
I don't think it does. I don't think this feels next gen. Or Series X next gen. I don't know.
This is set in 1999.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Remember those days, the 90s.
Remember those days.
10 years after Fight the Power came out.
But anyway, that being said, the graphics are pretty shiny.
Thanks, Stu.
The dialogue's pretty all right, and the story's okay. Voice acting's fine, so it's pretty good voice acting. And we've got to remember, I mean, Blooper Team, who have made this, are really an indie developer.
What have they done before?
They did Layers of Fear.
Oh, yes.
I can't remember the other game. They've done a couple of games, but they're all pretty much indie games. So this is the first foray into AAA titles, as it were.
Yeah, Layers of Fear is one of those games. It's kind of like a B-movie game, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good game.
It's good, yeah.
It is a good game.
I've never heard anybody say, oh, my God, you should play Layers of Fear. It'll burst your nipples off.
Blow your cock off.
Yeah, blow your cock off. From behind. I don't know what that means. Okay, so, yeah. I feel like this game has had hype thrust upon it for the mere timing of it. You know, there are very few Xbox Series X exclusive games. Yeah. So the first one is bound to get some sort of
definitely. And I think
attention,
unfortunately, whether this has been positioned that way on purpose or not, that's the way it kind of is.
You know what throws me off? I mean, I look at it. It looks pretty nice. I will give it that.
Yep.
So what throws me off a little bit here as I'm watching it, I have recently been playing Red Dead Redemption quite a lot.
Yeah, have.
Games like The Last of Us, things like that. They're all pretty games, but you know what I always love in a game is good animation. Great animation. And the way this character moves, the way they stop, Rockstar wouldn't have that. They wouldn't have that.
No, but this is because those games are mo-capped, aren't they? You know what I mean? And that's the difference.
This looks like it could be mo-capped.
Oh, I'm not too sure about that.
Well, I don't know.
There should be a public domain collection of mocap activities for games like this.
There are.
Oh, well, then what are they doing with this?
Well,
if it's not mocap, why not?
I don't know.
But the difference is with The Last of Us and presumably Red Dead. I don't know whether they did it. They have the actors there doing the mocap, don't they? So they're
bespoke.
I know. That's the thing.
Bespoke.
Is they can afford to do it bespoke.
Yeah.
But if there's a public domain collection of mocap things, they should be using that.
I saw a thing on TikTok. That was this, animation of the Jungle Book, right? You remember the Jungle Book?
Yeah. I do.
Great Disney cartoon movie thing, and they stole is probably a strong of a word, but they used the same rotoscope animation that was in a Winnie the Pooh episode. So,
nice.
so they if you put them side by side, they're exactly the same. It's when the young boy's sort of climbing up a rock and then balancing on a log and and you put them next to each other and they are like for like. And then you go in the comment, it looks like it's positioned like Disney stole Winnie the Pooh animation. What probably happened is there is this library of this boy climbing around, and then you can draw it, and they do it to save time. And who's gonna know? No, they didn't know that like fucking 70 years later, some hot dick was gonna be like, who cares? But so these things can get borrowed and shared, and there are libraries like very sort of briefly. I have to work in like 3D. We don't do tons of 3D for what I do at work.
What about animation?
What about animation? But we do. But we have. I don't have 3D in house. Everything we do, like video and animation, is in house apart from 3D. That's what I say to my customers. I say, look, I don't want to fucking touch 3D. It's a fucking nightmare, right? But I know a 3D guy, and even he will use animation and 3D model libraries. He'll just send me the links to these libraries, and like once we had to use this jet, don't ask, right? We had to use this like jet.
Why'd you have to use a jet?
So we bought this jet on this library, right? And
I thought you bought a jet.
We bought this jet on.
That's really hardcore. We had to mocap the jets.
We had to buy this jet, but like it wasn't it was kind of the right jet, but it wasn't quite the same jet. And he's like, we buy this jet, and then we like bulk this bit out, and I'm like, I don't know how the fuck you're doing this. So like it's just modifying it, but he does it with animation.
Spray paint F-16 on the side.
Yeah, but he does it with animation. So it's like we need to get this animation, but I'll tweak it. So you basically it's like a graphic. If you download like an AI file or an InDesign file or something, you've got all the bare bones of what it is there. So then you can tweak it. So there are libraries of motion capture, but you still would have to see. This is motion captured. What's on the screen now?
So no,
that's motion captured. It's like kind of like a cutscene. But the problem is when one animation blends into another. So when a walking animation blends into a stop, into a halt. So the seamless transition of those in a Rockstar game or in a Naughty Dog game is so well done that the character naturally just kind of comes to an end. And this happens with the horses and all the other characters. Right. In this game,
there's a lot of work to make it look like nothing's happening.
Realistic, make it look real.
But in this game, in the cutscenes, she looks good. Do you know what I mean? Because it's all like it's all a one sort of captured animation. But in a when you're playing the game, when you're moving the game around, the character doesn't know what animation it's going to load in next, so it has to blend them in. Whereas other games are better at that. So that, to me, when a game gets that wrong, Ubisoft is also very, very good at this, by the way, with Assassin's Creed and things. But when a game gets that wrong, it's more jarring to me than bad graphics. You know, the graphics can be so. You know, you watch the original Prince of Persia, you know, the 2D Prince of Persia, the one where it's all rotoscoped and stuff. The animation on that is crazy because it's all rotoscoped, and I think
for the time it was
but amazing. To me, that is way more immersive than realistic graphics, and it's not realistic graphics; it's drawn animation,
right.
But it's beautiful.
And that's the thing about art is that so many video games go for realism, and I think Borderlands, if nothing else, proved that it doesn't have to be about realism. It could be about the impressionistic or having your own style, like doing it well, knowing what you're trying to achieve. That's what matters most.
We don't need like massive. Obviously, games will look pretty, and that does look nice.
I mean, Stu's unhappy with the way this game looks.
It doesn't
look amazing.
But I don't know. But like, I think, you know, we watch things like Toy Story and Lion King, and we get upset and we get happy with these characters, and we know they're not real. The games don't have to look real. When you know, exactly. Red Dead Redemption is a pretty game where I know it's not real. It's more of an It's more of a Pixar animation than it is a movie. It's close,
right?
But you know, there's a disconnect there. So what really sells it for me is animation, and to me,
I was
this
just
looks a
gonna
bit
say,
jank.
I'm not. Yeah, you probably misunderstood a little bit what I meant.
What?
I'm not. It looks very pretty. I mean, environments look great, but Chini's probably hit the nail on the head. The issue with it is it doesn't feel next gen because of the animation and the way that it looks when you're controlling it.
These cutscenes look good. Like I'm looking at these cutscenes, and we're seeing a bit of the split screen now. So she's in a room in some, I don't know, fucking house, and on the right is kind of what's going on in the fucked up world, and it's some guy with a mask, whatever, who cares? And this is all one cutscene, so therefore they can get the actors in and say, right, this is how this scene plays out. Let's just get it all. But when you're moving around, that's your input into the controller, into the keyboard, into the game, whatever, and your feedback loop into your brain. That to me is what's really important. Is like how your body talks to the game, how your thumbs communicate with the game, and when it feels off, you know, like and a lot of people don't like Red Dead because of the slugginess of the movement and stuff like that, and I get that, but for me it sits well for me, but It's I think that's kind of more, and I think Naughty Dog have got it bang on. Like The Last of Us Part 2 was like one of the most fantastically animated. You know, when they're squinting their eyes because you've pressed L2 and shit like that.
Did you see the video this week that someone uploaded that someone found this out only very recently, that if you shoot an enemy, all right?
Yeah,
you can press the LB button or whatever it is on the shoulder button on the controller, and if any ammo comes out of the person, you can grab it out of the air, out in mid-air, and they've even done an animation for that to happen, and it looks phenomenal. I mean, she just goes past him, sticks a hand back behind her, grabs the ammo, and puts it in her pocket or whatever, or just grabs it, you know, and it's just like. Just the sheer attention to detail is just ridiculous.
I think for me that's more impressive. Do you know what I mean? Than pretty graphics these days. But there are games that are 2D that have done stuff like that. You know, it's like this attention to detail that like I think people appreciate. And I don't know. This looks good. I think we're picking on it too much, but like
no. I mean, look, it's the biggest issue that I've got with the sort of movement and control scheme is it's that problem of just bumping into stuff, because you're constantly having to turn around or you're constantly having to move the analog stick in connection with which way the screen or the camera's moving. You know what I mean? You're constantly adjusting all the time, and it's also got another issue, which is something that you get in a lot of these types of games where if you have to go something to highlight it, to pick it up or manipulate it, you know, and there's like a little dot on the screen, then it turns into an X and you press X or whatever. sometimes I'm having to go backwards and forwards or left to right to try and get it in the right spot to highlight it so I can press the button.
Yeah.
And that in itself is frustrating because you're like, that again just completely takes you out of the immersion of the game because you're having to do like all these minor adjustments just to pick something up. Oh, have you got it on there? Oh, this is
I
just
found
phenomenal.
it, yeah. So there's a video here of Ellie on The Last of Us 2.
Just watch this.
And she kills this guy, and his ammo is still flying from his body, and she catches it midair. That's incredible.
Oh no, there's a better one than this. There's one in slow mo.
Well, you get the idea. Is what I'm.
It's mental. When you see it in slow motion, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's that's pretty impressive.
Well, it's ridiculous either way. All right, anything else to say about the medium?
No, you know what? For the first foray so far, for the first foray into AAA and sort of trying to do something completely different to anything they've done before, I think they've done all right. You know what I mean? It's pretty good so far. I am enjoying it, and I've no reason to think that it won't be an interesting experience, shall we say?
Okay, I see what you did, Chinny, with the on-the-fly slow motion starting and stopping.
Yeah, I'll tell you that.
All right, you next, Chinny. What do you got?
Yeah, go, Chinny, go.
Red Dead Online is a good game. We should talk about that.
It's a really good game.
Obviously, I've been doing my dailies.
What's the animation like in that game?
Very good.
I feel like they've added more random encounters along the roads because I feel like I'm getting more of those lately.
I agree because I'm getting ambushed a bit more. I would say I tend to agree with that. So there are roles that you can do in Red Dead. So I've been doing my dailies. I've been progressing in the single player 100%, but I'm just sort of chipping away at it because it's such a big task, and I like to get my dailies done.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that. But the roles on Red Dead Online are the two that I have are I'm a bounty hunter. Bounty hunter, yeah.
That's the best one.
That's the one that's the song that I sing every time I do. It plays this jingle. It goes every time you do a bounty, but I always sing bounty hunter, yeah. So I do that, and I'm also by accident I picked the role of
accident
naturalist. So
naturalist, yeah.
Is that because you thought
I accidentally gave you 15 gold?
It's 24.
It's because he thought he was naturist and he could get his kit off.
Pretty much. So I was impressed that there was a cutscene. I was like, oh, I'll just do it, whatever. How bad can it be? And so this is the role that everybody hates that I've picked here. And essentially what it is the thing is it is the
hello YouTube,
let's care about the animals, let's not kill them guide, right? So what you have to do is you have to study, track, hunt, and tranquilize the animals. And this is new. There's never been a tranquilizing gun in Red Dead. Yeah. So because I didn't know what I had to do, so I watched this video which I'm playing on the screen now, and I was like, right, let's just learn how to do it because then I can start chipping away at this role.
The hardest part is figuring out how it works. Once you get that down, it'll probably be fine.
Yeah. So pretty much you have to go to this woman and just say, hey, give me some fucking tranquilizing darts. And she gives you
a
those
bit
darts.
aggressive. You need out to get some.
And she's like, yeah, right, yeah. And basically you've got to become one with nature. So you've got to study. So basically you look at an animal and you hold RB, and that will study them, and then you know what to kill them with and whatever if you want to kill them humanely. You can take photographs of them, and you can take samples. And the way you take samples is you shoot them with a tranquilizer gun. They eventually get knocked out. The bigger the animal, the more darts they take.
Like Barney Gumble.
And yeah, then they go down. You take a sample, and you can have a reviving potion, pretty much. And you give them that revival potion, and they'll wake back up. But they wake up pretty quickly anyway. So that I never give them the reviving thing. And that's it. That's also then you get the sample, and then you get collections of samples. So there's desert animals, and there's grassland animals, and if you get a whole collection, you can sell the collection, and then you get more money for the collection, and then they get stamped. It's all pretty.
I am the collector.
Pretty much, you collect samples from animals around the map. So now I've got Marsh to say, if you see an animal that we don't see very often, call it out, because I need to fucking tranquilize it.
Like a loon, I can do my daily with a loon.
So me and Marshy was doing this bounty where there was 4 guys, right? There's only 2 of us, but you know, we've been on a roll for a while now. We can take on 4, no problem. So what we got our reinforced lassos. So these lassos don't break, they don't fuck about. So we found the 4 guys, we tied them all up, and we took 2 back and left the other 2, and then came back from. And then halfway through, Marshy's like, "There's a bison! There's a bison!" So I have this guy on my back of my horse. I'm trying to kill this bison. I get the sample to do it. So that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to get the rolls, but the thing that I'm saving up for, Duke, is basically the online pass, the season pass, which is the outlaw.
Really?
The outlaw pass, isn't it? I think it's called. It's 35 gold. I'm on 28 gold at the moment. Talking about 28 gold. So I'm kind of getting there with it. Yeah.
So what does it get you? Why give
stuff,
them that much
bits
gold?
and bobs. So everything. So it's one of those things where the way all battle passes and season passes work is if you rank up, you unlock like an extra tier of crap.
Yeah.
And
right, it's the same as Rocket League.
Yes.
For free, every 5 levels you get something, but
Yes.
if you pay them money, you get
if
something.
you pay every level, you get something, and then if you buy
it's better stuff.
it backdates everything that you leveled up. So if I buy it now, I'll get all the shit that I've missed out on. So
I feel like I've looked at that and I was like, I don't care about.
No, I don't. I know it's dumb. I get it. It's ridiculous and whatever, but I enjoy it and I like it, and it gives you a goal to do, and that's what you were saying, dude. He's like, I like, I just want to have a goal. it's like busy work that I get to go in,
and it's your goal. You can do whatever you want with it.
I do whatever I want. But I like going in Red Dead, and I like to just have a little goal, a little some stuff. I enjoy being in that world, and my little goal is to get that gold and buy more little items of clothes, customize my guy, become a bounty, and then when I get bored of that, I'll do the moonshiner thing, because Marshy's a moonshiner, so he has that, but he hasn't got a bar. So I'm like, I want to be a moonshiner, so I have a bar and all this sort of shit. So it just gives you this.
I gotta tell you, the trader one, I thought the trader one was gonna be fun, and I mean sometimes it is, but it gets so old really fast. It's like, bring me more deer, bring me more carcasses. The dude is just like, I need more dead things. It's like, dude, this is so tedious.
Do you know what though? Right, I look at this, right. And I listen to Ginny going about tranquilizing stuff and you about collecting carcasses and skins or whatever. And I think it is fucking tedious. It's just busy work. It is
busy work. But
the process of chasing down a deer and lassoing it so that you get a good carcass, that can be fun.
It's a change of pace as well, because the bounties are good. So the bounties are actual, like, find these guys and kill them. And then you have legendary bounties, which are a little bit more like missions. And then me and Marsh,
that's the same with bounty.
Me and Marsh are still doing the story missions in the online as well. So there's a whole story campaign, and we did.
I did those like right away.
There's two parts of the story, isn't there, on the online campaign?
Right, because whether you're a good person or a bad person.
So we're doing the bad person one now, and the first mission was brilliant. Like, I was like, you're in Blackwater, you got to look after this, you got to bodyguard this woman basically, and. The deal goes bad, and it's about her husband was a business partner in this, fully animated, fully cutscene, fully voice acted.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And it's great. And basically to continue the strand of that mission, you have to have a negative honor, and I've never had a negative honor in Red Dead. I always have a high honor, not because I'm consciously doing that. It's just because
it's because there's no nuclear bomb lying around.
There's no nuclear bomb to blow up. But so what I've started to do is murder more people aimlessly. So
really murder
negative honor.
Yeah, to get negative honor. So for example,
Marsh it really is outlaw country.
Marsh and I we're I'm helping him out with one of his moonshine missions. This other moonshine business, they're fucking cramping in on his style. I'm like, let's fuck them up. So we kill all them, which you don't get negative honor for because it's a mission. But they've got all these horses lying around, making a bloody racket.
Kill the horses.
Making a racket. And Marsh is like, these horses are loud. And I was like, I know what you're saying, Marsh. And I shoot them all dead. And Marsh said, well, I just meant they're a bit loud. I didn't... I was like,
Take that, horse.
You can go to a guy and get negative honor. You can pay
to get your Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that gold or is that cash?
I don't know.
Cash.
I've never bothered to.
Cash.
Yeah, I've never bothered to do it.
Yeah, I mean that seems. If you're, I don't know, if you're really negative and you want to get positive, like I can see not wanting to have to do all the good, happy stuff, but going from positive to negative, like you said, it's pretty fun to run around just murder everybody you want.
Yeah. So now I've started to not care about that. So, but
But it's funny. I was thinking about that at first, and I was like, I had probably like 2/3 positive, and I was steadily going up. And I was like, maybe I should do a bunch of negative stuff. And then I like gave my horse an apple, and it was like horse care, and my morality went up. And I was like, what is that? I just gave my horse an apple. That's all it takes to be a good person. It's like I'm not going to let my horse starve to death.
Yeah, you can only be bad for so long. Then you're giving horses.
Oh, I can't be bad at all. I look at the horse. I'm like, oh, that horse.
That's the big joke in Red Dead is
that make believe horse.
I shot about 4 people on a caravan for no reason. Then I gave my horse an apple and I'm all square. The policeman's like,
exactly. Yeah, the scales of justice. And
you ain't such a bad guy. This random online avatar. Yeah. So I love it.
Tell me this isn't you.
This isn't me. No, this is
okay. I was like 342 gold. God damn.
This is the guy he's got a guide on YouTube. This is the video I watched to understand what to do on the Naturalist world.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's great. And you're right, Stu. It is busy work, but I enjoy being in the world of Red Dead so much. That is fun to me.
It's such a good world.
That I just love it. I just love being there. I don't
just like the fishing. And the riding around, like I have this playlist with the Red Dead and Red Dead 2 soundtracks and Brokeback Mountain and other sound. Like it's so engrossing. It's such a lovely place to be, which is weird because there's bandits and murderers. I'll tell you one thing. Look, people, if you're gonna set up a campsite, you need to know how to defend yourselves because these motherfuckers come around riding in circles around the campsite, and I'm trying to defend it. It's so hard to get a shot on them. I was like, damn, these people just Because I go inside. I shouldn't go inside the campsite because that's where it's hardest. I should be outside. But then you're a sitting target. But at least you have clearer shots. Anyway.
Red Dead Online. It's great.
There you go. Can I just say, Matthew Alexander in the chat says the medium has about 90 minutes of motion capture in total, apparently. So who knows how that's spread out through it's about 8 hours, I believe. So an 8-hour game and 90 minutes of mocap. So there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Doesn't seem like a lot in comparison to the amount of hours.
No, it does not.
All right, Stu, you got more?
I have. Right, as you know, I am a DJ in real life, kinda.
You're a real life virtual DJ.
I'm a real life playing the music on a controller DJ person. But I played the Fuser put out a demo this week.
I thought about you with this game, Stu. I thought about you.
Harmonix put this demo out for Fuser this week. So I was like, I'll give that a go, I like,
So this is Harmonix who did Rock Band, isn't it?
They did.
Oh, okay.
This is basically Drop Mix, the video game.
Yeah, so Drop Mix was it was a kind of mixing music, but they had physical things to buy, like a physical board and cards, and it didn't sell very well, pretty much. So
it's good. I've got it. It's actually a good game, and it's a lot of fun to play.
Well, as you know, Stu, mixing these songs is very difficult to do. So for the game to kind of automatically sort of work it out is quite impressive, I think.
So what he does is it's not technically like DJing as such.
No,
it's more like what you call stems.
Yes.
So basically, it takes the drum beat from one track and the guitar from another track and the synth from another track and the vocals from another track, and then it's basically mashup. So you mash it all together.
Mashup,
right?
So it's all mashups.
But is it like DJ Hero, where like there's stuff coming along, you got to make sure you're doing it ready?
No, so
it's just playing around.
No.
Oh.
No, so there is an actual game to this. Okay.
Okay.
So the way it works is you have to play a set to an audience. Okay. Yeah. And you have to obviously mix on the downbeat. So it is like DJing in that respect. So you've got obviously your bars and everything and your 4 beats per bar and all that kind of stuff. Right. And obviously you've got your phrases. So you got to mix on phrase as well. And the more you do all that stuff, the more points you get. So it's all about making points, a little bit like Guitar Hero or whatever before it.
Okay.
But there's a bit. It's interesting when you pick a track to play. So you can either just stick it straight on a deck, right, by just pressing a button, or you can press and hold and wait to drop it. And you can obviously have 2 sets of vocals going at the same time. You can have 2 sets of drums going. Whatever you want to do, basically, the world's your lobster.
So do you are you able to like sample to hear what you're about to put on?
No, but all the songs that are on there are pretty popular, so you'd know pretty much all of them.
I wouldn't know. I don't know shit about no.
You wouldn't
know Ace of Base.
You would know Hot in Here by Nelly.
Well, if you're trying to get me to buy this game, mentioning that it has Ace of Base is not the way to get me.
Well, there's a lot of popular. They've got Rick
I'm just looking at these people in the screen, and I don't know any of these people.
Rick Astley?
Tone Loc. Okay, I know Tone Loc.
Never gonna give you up.
Okay, I guess.
Hot stuff.
Rick Astley. Oh man, the hits just keep coming. Tone Loc, Rick Astley, Ace of Base. Where do I pre-order?
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff on there. There is other stuff in there as well. There is proper dance music.
I would imagine they have a lot of different songs. Yes.
So basically, you're playing to an audience. You've got to keep the audience happy, much like every other game they've ever made. And the difference with this is, though, you get audience requests. So as you're playing, like someone in the audience will go, play something from the 90s. So you can put anything from a 90s track on it, you know.
Yeah, but as a true DJ, Stu.
Yeah. Yeah, you go, fuck that shit. I'll play what I want.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I know what my set entails, and it's nothing to do with.
Because everybody knows when you ask the DJ to play something, he never plays it.
No, not DJs.
No. So apparently, it's got 100 launch songs, and then upcoming DLC with every week you can add more.
Yeah, so it's basically expensive though, right? Because I thought, if it's cheap enough, I might buy this. And it's like 50 odd quid. I'm like, nah.
It's got Tribe Called Quest.
It's cool. The only issue I have is, right, when you drop a track, I'm used to dropping.
You're dropping left and right.
I'm used to doing this shit, but there's a weird delay. So it's sort of
I imagine it's syncing it up, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a distance from the deck. You have to get it nearer to obviously get the timing right. But I got there. Once I played it for a bit, I did start getting the hang of it. But it's all right.
I've wanted to have a go on it. I definitely have.
Well, download the demo, man. It's on everything.
On Steam. I don't think I'd want to play it on Xbox because how are you gonna? What are the controls would be like?
It's all right. The controls are fine because it just uses the X, all the face buttons basically. Okay. So that's what it does, and it works pretty well. And when you it shows you the configuration, so it works. It's pretty intuitive.
All right,
it's pretty intuitive. But yeah, give it a go. Give it a go. It's fun. It is fun. But
why can't Tub Thumping be in the demo in the release tracks? That's a DLC song. That's a good song.
Yeah. But I feel like the novelty would wear off after a while. I think if this drops in price at some point, I'll probably buy it when it's cheap.
Yeah.
Is it published? But is it EA published this?
Do you know? I have no clue.
Well, you are DJ No Clue.
I am DJ No Clue. No, I have no clue. Who's done this?
It's got Boombastic as a DLC.
It's got all sorts of stuff. There are a lot of tracks. I'll give
the
them
publisher
I'm guessing
NC Soft.
Oh, there you go. So it's not even a big publisher. Who knew? Who knew?
This could be a Game Pass game, though, couldn't it? It's got that,
Yeah, that would be cool.
If it was on Game Pass, this would do well, probably. Because
probably
who would buy this? But then if it was free, everybody would probably have a go. It's one of these weird.
Yeah, they would. I think it's good. I mean, the reviews for it are excellent. People love this game.
No, I've been curious. I've been curious.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I get bored a bit after a while.
Well, yeah, but you can DJ out for reals.
I know, but it's still fun. It's fun mashing stuff up, and obviously everything's in key, so it doesn't matter what you stick in. They've obviously altered the key so it fits.
Right.
Yeah, it's clever. It's clever. Cool. There's a clever bit of software.
Right, move on then.
The only other thing I played a bit more of a Climb this week, so I gave that because I've got onto the like very hard levels now.
Very hard.
Because I've played a lot of this game, and you can do bouldering, so they've got bouldering levels in the game.
Sorry, I don't know if the Fuser demo's on Steam. It doesn't
Yeah, it is.
say. Usually...
It's on somewhere because
oh,
it is
there,
on
no,
PC.
I found it.
Yeah,
sorry,
it is on. It's on
Full
somewhere.
of shit.
Yeah, what are you talking about? So yeah, I've got to about they're fucking hard. These levels are really hard. There is a lot of jumping. You've got to do
climbing,
some
jumping, do it.
Yeah, you've got to do some serious, big jumps to get to where you need to get to. But still a lot of fun, a lot of challenge. I mean, when you first play this game, it seems pretty straightforward, but as you get further into this game, god damn it, the level.
Is it getting to a point where it's not fun?
No, it's still fun. I think it's fun because of the challenge. Because when you finally pull it off, you're like, yes, I just did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a lot of that with this game. But he does, like I say, I mean, you're watching this guy here just trying to do this one jump, and you fall multiple times trying to do it because you've just got to go so far.
Oh,
but
my God.
I love it.
I just saw what he had to hold on to. It was like 2 fingers wide.
Yeah. I mean, this game, honestly, it is crazy hard one. I mean, I haven't completed one of these bouldering levels yet, and I've tried a couple of the different ones because I've unlocked them all. But when you pull it off, it's so satisfying. And the other thing which you don't realize when you first start to play, you've got to balance the triggers. So as you're playing the game, if you balance the trigger, can you see where it starts going red when he's gripping?
Mm-hmm.
If you balance the triggers in the middle, that doesn't happen. So it's all about these technical grips and stuff. Watch this now. Watch what he's doing now. It's crazy.
Not good for an audio show.
Chinny, watch.
No, it
Chinny,
isn't.
Chinny, just watch what he's doing.
Watch what he's doing. I love it. It's exhilarating, and it's. Do you know what's really cool about this game? And it's like a lot of these things, like the poker thing and everything.
It's the closest thing to going out.
No, not closest thing to going out, but it is. It definitely is like an escape. You're somewhere else for a bit. And that's kind of a cool thing at the moment, if I'm being totally
that's
honest.
why I like Red Dead Online. You can go to this Wild West land.
And it's challenging. But, Chinny, I know you've got this. You should definitely play
I've not played it. Tara played a level, and she liked it, and then she never played it again.
Yeah, you need to give it a go. It does take a bit of getting into, and it has that very annoying, you have to get so many stars to unlock further levels and stuff like that. So that is quite annoying. So a lot of the levels aren't unlocked till you've sort of done them.
Yeah, I don't know if I can see myself playing this, I'm afraid, Stu. I don't know.
It's so good. Honestly, it's so much fun. I love it. And that's it for me this week, and it's a good job I have played some stuff because you two are rubbish.
Crap. Hey, but we've got a new feature to the
Oh
to
God,
the
we
podcast.
have, yes.
I've got a jingle ready.
What?
Yeah.
There's a new feature. Why wasn't I
There is a new
informed of this?
feature.
Because
There's
you
a new
didn't turn
feature.
up to the meeting.
No, and Chinny came up with
I don't think I got an invitation to the meeting.
No, you
But that's
didn't.
okay.
Yeah, well,
I'm
it
not
was-
mad. Go ahead.
It was in poker, and you weren't there.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I wasn't invited.
Here's the new.
Maybe I would have bought a headset.
Here's the new.
Yeah, you
what's
need
the
a
jingle?
headset.
New jingle for the feature. I've completely prepared this. I know what's coming next.
Yep. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
I absolutely have 100%.
I would assume you would have prepared it. I mean, you're not just going to wing it, are you?
No,
Of course not.
What? Come on. Here we go.
Amateur.
Here we go.
What's the feature again there? Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stu tells Chinny to play something.
There you go. And it can be Duke as well, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Wait.
Here we go. Go.
Stu tells Chinny to play something. Or Duke.
There you go. Perfect.
Well, sorry.
Absolutely
Does that
perfect.
mean that Stu can tell
So
me
this
to
is-
play
this-
something, or that
this-
I
No,
can
no,
tell
it's
you
only
to play
Chinny.
something, Chinny?
No, it's just Chinny.
So Stu or Duke get to tell Chinny what to play.
You got to
he
tell
has
me
to
what to
play it.
play, and I have to give it an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's give it an hour.
Whatever it is.
Okay. Shop Titans.
Now, I'm only having one a week.
No, I've already got one for this week, which I'd already...
Okay, well, next week you have to play Shop Titans.
Shop time. But this week, Chinny,
Yes.
this is on Game Pass, so you don't have to spend any cash.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm thinking about free games or games that are very, very cheap.
Yeah.
I don't want to saddle you with a big bill.
And the game I would like you to play this week
Yes.
is Celeste.
Celeste.
Yes.
Yes.
Did I tell you I had a student who recommended a song from the Celeste soundtrack for my
Oh, it's
music
brilliant.
playlist? I have when the kids are entering the Zoom for class, I have music playing, and I'm like, hey, y'all should recommend songs. I'll play them on this old playlist.
So you don't mean the singer Celeste?
I do not mean the singer.
Who is
Celeste.
very,
he means
very...
the 2D platformer that blows everyone's mind.
Have you heard Celeste? She's fantastic. Have you heard her?
Is.
No?
Fantastic.
Do you know who
I know
I'm talking
the
about?
frozen Italian food company, Mama Celeste, because Homer was looking around about someone to fantasize while Marge was fantasizing about the burly man. And Homer goes, "Ooh, Mama Celeste." And she goes, "You touch me, I cut you."
There's a singer called Celeste. She's very, very good. You should listen to her. But anyway.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Okay, so the game's Celeste, sure. Yeah?
Celeste.
So I will give it an hour.
Yeah.
Or
more. I'm guessing you can play more.
I can play more, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, if I play more, that means it's a hit. So I think what we should do is it a hit or a piece of shit?
Okay,
there you go.
Yeah. I like that. I like that.
Little cute rhyming.
And can I be honest here? I am gonna try and when it's my turn, I am gonna try and choose a game that I think you might like.
Okay. Unlike Duke. When he gives
Unlike Duke, who's going to give you shit games to play.
Well, yeah. Well, what's the point? I want to try to help you find games you're going to enjoy. No, I want to torture you.
Yeah.
I want to see. I want to know that Chinny set a timer. As soon as he got 5 minutes into the game, he put a timer on 55 minutes. He's like, as soon as it hits 60, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yep. That's the new feature that we don't have many new features on the show anymore.
You don't.
Well, there's always a chance for a new one next time.
Yeah, yawning is a new feature, I think, of this one.
It is.
I don't know what to tell you. I got up at 5 a.m.
You always get up at 5 a.m., so why do you yawn?
Yes, I can't help it.
Well, why do you yawn if you're always getting up? You should be...
I don't have an infinite supply of energy just because my brain
I think you
snaps
should
on at
have.
5 a.m.
Why not?
I would love to. How do I get an infinite supply of energy?
Yeah, I think you need some. Red Bull, I've heard, does wonders.
No. That would make it harder for me to sleep at night. I used to drink a lot of Mountain Dew.
Disgusting drink. Mountain Dew is worse than Red Bull. It's disgusting.
Anyway, are we doing news or something?
Yeah, let's do news. We have got some.
Is there news?
There is news.
News first.
What is the news?
Now, I'm going to take you back in time.
Oh,
gents.
shit. How far?
Oh, a long time, actually. A long time ago. To when we had a feature on the show that we no longer have called Quanrian's Reviews.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. Is Quanrian back?
Quanrian is not back, no.
No.
But I'll tell you what is back. And you may or may not remember this game.
I won't remember it.
You may do.
Is it the Killer's Dream?
No.
What is it?
No. There was a long, long time ago in the Xbox Live indie games was a game called Shoot One Up, which was a vertical shooter.
You're right. I don't remember this.
It was good because basically every time you got a one up, you got another ship. So in the end, you had you could have up to, I can't remember. It was a ridiculous amount of ships on the screen.
Like 100 ships.
Yeah, shooting everything. It was mental.
Yeah.
But they're making a remastered version of it and releasing it, which I think is. And it's coming weirdly, right? So this was an Xbox Live indie game all that time ago, and it's actually coming to PlayStation 4 on Feb the 11th. So,
dude,
the bad.
Yeah, Shoot One Up. It was really, really good. If you like shoot 'em ups, shmups, as people like to call them, shmups. Yeah. It's a vertical shooter, and it's very, very good. It's completely mental. And there were a few decent games on the Xbox Live indie games. There weren't a lot.
That was a crazy time, wasn't it? The Xbox Live Indie Store.
Yeah, we had some
mad
demos.
Mad time that was.
It was.
It was basically a shit show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Duke, I've got some bad news for you. So this is for you. Bad news.
Bad news. Go ahead, hit me.
Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time remake has been delayed indefinitely.
Good.
You know what? If they're making it better, I'm okay with that. Do what you need to do to make it better. I'm not in a rush to play it again. I'll play it when it comes out.
Yeah, so no one knows. It'll come out when it's ready.
Well, it looked like a piece of shit.
That's what I figure indefinitely means.
It looked awful. I think that was the thing. They were people was like, oh, it's a certain like kind of look that we're going for, and what look? A piece of shit.
That look is crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
which is not the look you want in your video game, especially
I mean,
if it's a remaster. You're supposed to have people go, "Wow, that looks amazing."
This is how the meeting went.
Piece of shit. That's
we want to redo Prince of Persia, but we want it to look like turd. So how?
It looks terrible. Terrible. That's what you want.
Piece of shit.
It doesn't look good. It looks like a Telltale game.
Yeah, it does. I don't think it's great.
So think of that what you will. You know, like Telltale 360 season 1 kind of era, and they mocapped it. You can see them doing this in the video.
Mocapped.
So they're remaking all the cutscenes.
They're remaking all the cutscenes, but I think they need to.
So weird.
Was that you talking during a yawn then, dude?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't stop. It's just...
They're remaking all the cutscenes.
It just seems like a weird thing to do, to remake all the cutscenes. I mean, don't they have the files from when they made them last time?
Who knows?
No, I think the actual sort of cutscenes they're a bit ropey. You probably look at the maths of touching those up versus getting a bunch of actors in and redoing them. Probably doesn't add up.
All right, wow, fair enough.
Who knew?
But it looks like shit. Like and it might. I think it might be just a graphical thing. I'm sure like the acting and all the mocap's fine. It's just they did. This is like alpha footage. It's very clear that it's alpha footage, but they have obviously looked at the response and gone, a lot of people think this looks like turd. We need to delay this for another year or so because we need to make it look a lot better than this. And you look at the Resident Evil remakes and the fact that they delayed 4 because 3 was a small game anyway, but they took their time on 2, and they want to do it right. And they know if they do Resident Evil 4 right, it is going to sell.
And Resident Evil 4 is a big game.
It's a big game. You want it to be pretty. Everybody wants a good, pretty version of Resident Evil 4. I will be down for that, no problem. And so I don't want them to. And I want a good version of Prince of Persia. I want like a really nice looking Prince of Persia. That would be great. But yeah, if that's going to take time, that's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah, as long as in the new remake of Resident Evil 4, they've still got, what are you buying? What are you selling?
What are you buying? Yeah.
What are you buying? What are you selling? I'll be happy. Bit of new, interesting news. Now, all this roller coaster shit that's been going on with GameStop. Yes. And the price of the stocks and shares.
With the hedge fund and all that sort of shit.
Yep. Well, Michael Burry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if that's how it's spelled, but Michael Burry, who was portrayed by Christian Bale in The Big Short, invested in 2017, so this is quite a while ago now, but in 2019, sorry, it's 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he bought $16 million worth of shares in GameStop. Okay, and they were worth $271 million this week.
Yeah.
So
we better sell them now because it ain't gonna stay up long.
He's made a lot of cash.
The shit's down to 63 now. It's dropping, people. It's the time to sell. Trust me.
Well,
it's not gonna
I'm assuming he knows what he's doing, so I'm guessing he probably sold.
Well, I hope so. And people, listen to me. I don't know much about the stock market. I really don't. I talk about it a lot, but I don't really know that much about it. Certainly not investing. If I knew how to invest, I would do it. But here's one thing I do know: diversify your goddamn portfolio. If people who are mad right now because they had all this money on GameStop shorted, it's because they lost everything because they had all their money on this thing they believed for certain was going to die. Well, obviously nothing is certain, so don't put all your eggs in one goddamn basket.
So I've got shares, by the way.
Yeah, we know. You said, yeah.
Not in GameStop. No, I didn't do that. It's too volatile. I have no idea what I'm doing there, but I have no idea what I'm doing anyway. Do you want me to read out what shares I've got?
We
can. Sure, why not?
Bought some more. I bought some more, right? So the first one I bought was Tesla, right? And I don't want to hear. Yeah, I know Duke hates Elon.
I didn't even let you say you don't want to hear.
I know. Right, but I bought it, and I've got 178% profit on that.
Yeah.
Well, I had a look at this after you mentioned it last week, and if you'd have bought in Feb last year, they were $80 a share.
Yeah,
right?
and they're $852 now.
Now they're $850 a share.
Yeah. But I'm doing all right with Tesla.
$8,000's worth, whatever. 800 quid, sorry, would turn into $8,000.
I'm not going to tell you how much my profit is, but it's all right, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
And I bought one for Netflix because I knew they was increasing their price. So I was like, okay, I'll buy one for that. It's a steady business. Everybody's watching Netflix. But I bought some in. So this is, and again, please do not buy stock on my shares on my recommendation because I do not know what the fuck.
Fiduciary agent.
I do not. I have no idea.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, right? But I was on a call. We've got a financial advisor for our business, right?
Yeah.
He's a nice man, and he sorts our pension out and all that sort of shit, right? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about most of the time. And we talked about shares, and he says he's got to talk about our income and all this sort of stuff. Oh, I've got a share, and he was like, oh, why? And he said, oh, why don't you buy some shares in stuff that you think will be back when lockdown comes back? Right?
Yeah.
So
cinemas.
I did a little bit of digging around. Yeah, cinemas was the thing, right? So here's the thing, right? With cinemas, they're gonna exist, but it all comes down to which ones you think will survive. They might all survive. View, Showcase.
Yeah, View isn't. I had a
Cineworld.
look actually. View aren't on the stock market.
No, some of them are private companies, so they don't. But Cineworld redid and done up a whole load of their cinemas before lockdown, so they invested a lot of money in their cinemas. Now it's a gamble. It's posh gambling, basically. Stocks and shares.
Yes, that's all the stock
That's
market.
all it is, right? Don't let anybody else fool you that it's something else. It's posh gambling. So I bought some cinema shares. I bought 150 of them. They wasn't expensive, and I'm going to sell them if they're still around. I might lose that money. I accept that. Because if they still exist in another 2-3 months when we get out of this shit, people will go to the cinema again. No shit. All right. So then when they're back to where they were, then I'll sell them. And I've also bought some piece of shit airlines like EasyJet and TUI, and I bought this oil company.
You bought a whole oil company?
All
oh
of
my
it.
God.
All of it. No, I bought 40 shares in this company that it sells oil to factories and stuff. I got a tip from someone. I don't know. I spent a $5 on him or whatever.
I got a tip.
I got a tip from someone. But all of them. But the thing is, like, they it's a sound. I said that like it was a dumb idea to my financial advisor guy, and he was like, "That's as good an idea as anybody else has got." And I was like, "All right." So then I did it. But it's posh gambling. It's just a lot of people in suits gambling a lot of money on stuff that doesn't exist. It's weird.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
But if you can afford to lose it, then do it. But yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like something like, I can't remember the exact figure now, but it's something like 70 or 80% of the world's money is just in a computer.
Yeah.
There's only 30% of the world's money is actual.
It's Tinkerbell, man. It's based on not reality, but the appearance of reality.
Yeah.
So how often do you see your own money now?
You don't.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, especially now.
But like,
we don't take cash
and in 20 years, I mean, we might not be using paper currency at all.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Might not. That's kind of it for news. But we have, you'll be pleased to know, got another quiz this week off Derek.
Oh, yeah.
It's time for the quiz. It's time for the quiz. We play the shitty sound clip when it's time for the quiz.
So this is mainly for Chinny and myself because these are all UK artists.
Okay.
Great.
But you never know. You're pretty up on that shit, Duke. You might be all right. You never know.
Well, there is a law that says that you can't listen to British music in the United States. But you know what I say to that? Fuck them and their law.
Exactly. So it is entitled Song Lyric Quiz Episode 2, The Veteran Gamers Strike Back, because we didn't do well.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't do as well as we should have done.
Well, that's true.
Here, as promised, Veteran Gamers is the second part of my Song Lyric Quiz trilogy, this time featuring all UK artists. the answers by SpeakPipe, which is sent, and I've sent to you.
I got it ready to go. I'm queued up.
The final part of the quiz trilogy will be sent in 2 weeks' time. The usual rules apply. 1 point for the song and 1 point for the band or singer. Duke keeps score because he's good at that.
I will keep score.
So
last time.
Here is what we're fighting for.
Okay.
1 to 8 points is nerds. So
Sorry, 1 to what is nerds?
8 points. 1 to 8 points.
1 to 8 is nerds.
9 to 14 points is hipster wannabes.
Yeah.
And 15 to 20 points is cool cats. So that's what we're playing for tonight. So,
all right.
He gives us a year as well, so we know the year this song was released, and then we get the clue.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are we all ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Listen, here we go.
Listen.
Question number 1 is from 1992. 1992. And he'll vibe about the place like no other man could. He's refined, sublime. He makes you feel fine, though very much maligned and misunderstood.
What year?
1992. And he'll vibe about the place like no other man could. He's refined, sublime. He makes you feel fine, though very much maligned and misunderstood.
I haven't
know it?
got a fucking clue.
This is a great start to this week's quiz. And he'll vibe about the
Oh
place
wait, it's that artist that I don't have any idea who it is.
Yeah.
What did you know? Did you know? What do you not know?
Hold on, repeat it. Repeat it. Say it again.
No, don't repeat it. It's not even worth it.
I'm doing it. I'm not even doing it.
Yeah.
Fine, don't repeat it. I almost said it, but whatever.
No, you did not, you liar.
Makes you feel fine. I don't know. I feel like I know it, but I don't know it.
We don't know it.
I feel like I know it or I don't, but probably I don't.
I feel like I know it.
Songlow quiz part 2. Here are the answers. Number 1. I'm sure your answer was good, and you said the Shaman Ebenezer. Good.
Wow. You know what? If it had been Hyperial Selector, I would have got it. If it had been Moving Any Mountain, I would have got it. I don't know that good song from the Shaman.
He's Ebenezer good.
I should have known that. Question number 2, 2004. Come on, people. We need to get this one to get us rolling.
Here's the thing. Derek wants to stump us. Derek knows how satisfying it is to stump us.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready, Chini?
Yes.
2004. Here we go. I tried to get to my taxi. The man in a tracksuit attacked me. He said that he saw it. I know this already, actually. He saw it before me and wants to get things a bit gory. Girls scrabble around with no clothes on to borrow £1 for a condom.
What?
It's the Kaiser.
I have no idea. What is it?
It's the Kaiser Chiefs.
I predict a riot.
Right.
Okay, I've never heard of that, but I'll take your word for it. Let's make sure you're right.
Well, I'm going to sing it. You ready? I tried to get to my taxi. A man in a tracksuit attacked me. He said he saw it before me and wants to get things a bit good. That's not right. No. Gory. Girls grab around with no clothes on to borrow £1 for a condom. There you go. That's how it goes.
That's it. That is the Kaiser.
No fighting allowed. It was the Kaiser Chiefs. I predict a riot.
All right, so we got 2 points there.
We did. Right, here we go.
All right, here we go. How many questions are there total?
10.
Okay, so we have 20 points on the table. We already lost 2, and then we got 2. So there's 16 more points on the table. We can do this.
Where is this table?
I know, yeah. Where is this table?
The table.
All right.
Number 3.
There's money under it. Okay.
Number 3, 2006. These should be easy, I would have thought, but they're probably not. Here we go. When you first left me, I didn't know what to say. I've never been on my own that way. Just sat by myself all day. I was so lost back then, but with a little help from my friends, I found the light in the tunnel at the end. Now you're calling me up on the phone so you can have a little whine and a moan.
Oh, man, it sounds...
The subject matter sounds like Everything But the Girl, but I know that's not.
It sounds really familiar. Read it again, please, Stuart.
When you first left me, I didn't know what to say. I've never been on my own that way. Just sat by myself all day. I was so lost back then, but with a little help from my friends, I found the light in the tunnel at the end. Now you're calling me up on the phone so you can have a little whine and a moan. I sort of know it. I definitely know it.
I definitely kind of know it. I don't know. DJ Murgatroyd says, I see I've tuned in for the drunken part of the podcast. I think he heard us singing Kaiser Chiefs.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Condom.
I predict a riot. I predict a riot.
What you look at me for? Fuck you.
The first time you left me, I didn't know what. 2006 is all I'm trying to think. So I've never been on my own that way. I just sat by myself all day.
I don't know.
Back then, but with help from my friends, I found a light in the tunnel at the end.
I feel like it's an Oasis song, like Little by Little, or something like that. That's around about 2006. I'm gonna say Little by Oasis, but I'm not sure.
That could be a good guess, you know.
I thought you said 2004.
No, this is 2006.
That was the one before. This is 2006.
I don't know for sure, but it feels like it's that. 2006 is roughly when one of my favorite Oasis albums came out, which is the Don't Believe the Truth or something it's called, I think. And I love that album, and it kind of sounds like that, but I'm not sure. But I don't really like Little by Little very much. That's the one song I actually don't like on that album. But it sounds like that.
All right, let's find out what it is.
It sounds like that.
Yeah, we're ready. We're going to be wrong, but we're ready.
It's not going to be that.
Number 3, smiles all round if you answered correctly.
No.
Lily Allen and
it's Lily Allen. Smile.
All right, 14 points on the table.
Yeah, a little whine and a moan.
That's a good song.
It's a good song. I'm not a big Lily Allen fan.
I love Lily Allen.
Oh, you should have got it then.
I do.
Number 4.
She married the guy from Stranger Things. You know, the detective.
Yes, she did. Yeah. She did indeed. She did indeed.
Good for him.
Question number 4. 2000 is the year of this song. Cinnamon Queen, let me update. What did she say? She said she'd love to rendezvous. She asked me what we're gonna do. Said we start with a bottle of Moe or 2. I have no idea.
It said Rendezvous. It made me think it was Rendezvous by Craig David.
That would be funny.
That would be too easy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Cinnamon Queen, let me update. Actually, that could sound like a
Craig David song, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, let me update.
7 days, Gavlar said.
You'd love to rendezvous. She asked what we're going to do. Said we start with a bottle of Moe for 2. It could be 7 days, you know.
Well, they're saying 7 days in the chat. So the chat have give it away. But I don't think I would have guessed.
But we'll take it. But you said Craig David, to be fair.
I said Craig David.
You did say Craig David. Let's see.
Right,
I'm gonna not look at the chat for a while because don't
look at the chat.
We don't want to cheat. Stop helping us cheat.
You've only half cheated because you got Craig David.
Take 7 seconds to guess. Craig David with 7 days.
Hey.
Well, we'll take it. Thanks, chat.
Yeah, we got 4 points. We're halfway to being a hipster's wannabes. And there's 100 points left on the table.
Okay. By Wednesday, and on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday, Monday. What a song! What a Craig David's great, wasn't he?
I've never heard any of these people.
Craig David was great. Dude, Craig David is great.
We went to see Craig David in concert, right?
Yeah.
And he was good. Do you know what he did though? He was so cool. The first hour, he just did like a normal concert, just doing his songs and stuff. Second hour, do you know he DJ? So he just did a DJ set for the second hour of the show. Yeah. That's all he did. He just DJ'd. Yeah.
Good DJ. Well, he went away for years, didn't he, Craig David?
Yeah, he lived DJ in Ibiza.
Well, he lived in California for a long, long time, and then he came back recently, and he's been knocking out some tunes again.
He's been massive. He's been huge since he came back.
Yeah.
Wasn't he James Bond?
No, that's Daniel Craig.
I know. The joke is that their names are similar.
Right, question number 5.
I don't get the joke.
Right.
Again, from 2000.
Don't joke about Craig David. He's a goddamn British legend.
He's a ledge. Question number 5.
Two first names, whatever.
Here are the lyrics. Your skin. Oh, yeah, your skin and bones turn into something
your
beautiful.
Skin and bones. Turning to something beautiful.
You
Yellow
know,
by Coldplay. Yellow by Coldplay.
I love you so. Yeah.
It's Yellow by Coldplay.
5.
Another 2
I'm
points.
sure your answer was hot because you said Coldplay and yellow.
There you go.
All right, then.
So what's that? 6 points. So we got 6 points.
Yeah, we got 6 points. We're two away from not being nerds anymore. Well, 3.
Okay.
All right.
Question number 6 from 2008. And here we go. He said, "Hey sister, it's really, really nice to meet you. I met this 5'7" guy.
That is, I got it. I got it.
I like the way you're speaking. His confidence is peaking." There you go.
It's easy when you sing it. It's Estelle, American Boy, with featuring Kanye to the West.
How is that a UK artist?
Estelle is a UK artist.
Estelle UK? I didn't know that.
Definitely a UK artist, yeah. Because in the song American Boy, Kanye West is making reference to a lot of British things. And he goes, because a lot of wags want to hear. So he says wags and he says rubbish, referring to, like people, him being rubbish or whatever. So, yeah, Estelle's British. What a woman. What a woman.
Your answer was possibly rubbish. But the correct answer, Estelle, American Boy.
Yeah.
Hey, he said the thing you were talking about.
Rubbish.
All right, one more and we're no longer nerds.
Okay,
on,
we've got a good chance here. We've got
There's
4
48 points left on the table.
4 more questions. Here we go. Number 7, 1997. Piercing the night away.
Oh, dude, I was just talking about this song, Top Down for Chumbawamba. Yes, they're anarchists. The thing is, they didn't just make good music. They also had a B-side with Noam Chomsky giving a lecture. So Chumbawamba's just awesome people, and they had a really good, a lot of people were giving them crap for being like, top of the pops and going on TV to do this song. And they were like, you know what? We're trying to let people know about what anarchism is. And you can call us sellouts if you want to, but you know what? This is our job. And we wanted to enjoy some popularity after having worked so hard to make our music great. So screw all y'all.
So there you go.
I get knocked down. And it's such a good anthem. I mean, that's really the thing, man. We were singing when we won against Trump, and we're going to be singing when we win against, the prison industrial complex.
I didn't know anything about
hooray
that,
for Chumbawamba.
about Chumbawamba. I just thought it was a catchy pop song. I had no idea that.
It is also a very catchy pop song.
I just thought
Number 7. Did you get up to say Chumbawamba and a tub thumping, or you could have given the alternative title, I Get Knocked Down?
I didn't know that was the alternative title.
I got knocked down.
But yes, we are now at 10 points. We are hipster wannabes. Now, are there still 5 points left on the table? I don't think there are.
There are 6 points left on the table.
Oh, we got to get them all right in order to be cool cats. I don't think it's going to happen. But I shouldn't be negative.
I don't know.
We should be proud of the fact that we made it this far.
Question number 8 from 2009.
Okay. Yeah.
I wake up just to go back to sleep. I act real shallow, but I'm in too deep. And all I care about is sex and violence. A heavy bass line is my kind of silence.
I know it. I know it.
I know it, but I can't remember what it's called.
It's my kind of silence. What year is it?
2009.
Oh,
I wake up just to go back to sleep. I act real shallow, but I'm in too deep. And the sex and violence. A heavy bass line is my kind of silence. I can't think what it's called. I know it as well.
Fuck is that? Read it again, please, Stu.
I wake up just to go back to sleep. I act real shallow, but I'm in too deep. And all I care about is sex and violence. A heavy bass line is my kind of silence. Oh, God.
Oh, man. Read it again. I'm so close.
I know. I'm seeing it, but I can't
see it in my head.
Wake up just to go back to sleep.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Wait. Okay, read it now.
I wake up just to go back to sleep. I act real shallow, but I'm in too deep. And all I care about is sex and violence. A heavy bass line.
Dizzy Rascal, Bonkers.
Oh, yeah, Bonkers, it is. Ba, 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 Bonkers.
The whole time I'm just sitting here like, what? Are they going to get it or not?
Did you know it?
Get it?
Yeah, you should know this, dude.
Well, no. I don't know that song. I know Dizzy a little bit, but I know mostly his first album.
Armin van Helden, by the way, did the remix.
Did you?
But I looked it up online. So
no one cared about the that stat. But did you see him on Sway, that radio thing where Kanye lost his mind on Duke? Have you heard Sway?
I know Sway.
Dizzy does a freestyle on that show.
Oh.
And it's very, very good.
I'm sure he's.
Yeah.
Is he good at it? It's not as good. Have you seen the Black Thought freestyle, right?
No.
The 10-minute one. Oh my God! It is the second best freestyle ever recorded. It's amazing. I will send you a link.
And the first is
Lyrics of Fury by Rakim. I'm rated R. This is a warning. You better avoid poets are paranoid. DJs destroy. Cause I came back to attack brothers is frightening. Strike like lightning. It's quite sightning.
Never talk. I'm just making a note. Never talk.
Oh wait, I gotta play
Duke
this audio
about
here.
rap.
Yeah. Right.
Number 8, you surely didn't go mad and give a wrong answer. Correct answer, Dizzy Rascal and Bonkers.
Yeah.
Only just.
All right.
Well, I should go, it's terrible. My
We
memory.
need 3 more points to become cool cats.
Okay,
It's
here we
possible.
go. Number 9, 2011. I have no idea what this is, so I'm hoping you do, Chinny. Right? Are you ready?
Okay.
Old friend, why are you so shy? It ain't like you gotta hold back or hide from the lie. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it. I hoped you'd see my face and that you'd be reminded.
What year is this again?
2011.
2011.
Yeah. Old friend, why are you so shy? It ain't like you hold back or hide from the lie. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I just couldn't fight it. I hope you'd see my face and that you'd be reminded. I sort of know it. I definitely know this. I'll know it when it's bloody said.
I know it. I'll know it when you tell me what the answer is.
Yeah, I will. I know the lyric.
I always know it when somebody tells me the answer.
I don't think we're going to be cool cats people because it's just...
Read it again.
Old friend, why are you so shy? It ain't like you hold back or hide from the lie. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I just couldn't fight it. I hope you'd see my face.
Say that last bit again. The blue, turn out the blue.
Yeah, I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it.
I hate to turn
It's that bit that's familiar for me. That line. Old friend, why are you so shy? It ain't like you hold back or hide from the lie.
I got it. Is it Adele?
Oh yes. Hello. Is it hello? Hello.
I couldn't hide a word. I couldn't fight it.
Is it,
no, just stop. Something like you. Something like someone like you.
Someone like you. It is.
Yes.
You're right. It is. Well,
Jesus
Damn,
Christ.
we only need 1 more point, assuming that was correct.
Number 9, surely someone like the Veteran Gamers said Adele and someone like...
Wow. Oh, yeah, Giddy.
Yeah, it was me. I'm getting all these right.
I got that one in there.
Whoops. All right, 1 more.
Okay, here we go. Final question. To become
Final
cool,
question. Oh, we gotta get. We're either
artist
so
or
close.
track. Artist or track.
Okay.
2010, Ginny. 2010. So we've got a chance. It's fairly recent. Here we go. Yay. And there ain't nobody fresher from semester to semester raving with the freshers. 20 light bulbs around my table and my dresser. CIC compressor just in case you don't impress her. Say hello to Dexter. Say hello to Uncle Fester. Got them gazing at my necklace and my crazy sun protectors. No clue what the hell that is.
So it sounds like a rap, doesn't it?
It definitely sounds like a rap.
Okay, so it's a rap. So UK rappers are like 2010, did you say?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Dizzy era again.
But he's not going to do 2 Dizzy Rascals, is he?
No.
If he were to ask us about Brain Tax or Double Edge or Maestro, I might know of something.
See, Dizzy raps like that, though. Right, say it again.
Yay, and there ain't nobody fresher from semester to semester raving with the freshers. 20 light bulbs around my table and my dresser. Now, you see, is that a girl rapper? 20 light bulbs around my table and my dresser? That doesn't sound like a blokey thing to say, does it?
Well, it sounds like a star kind of thing.
Yeah.
CIC compressor, just in case that don't impress her. Oh, yeah, I guess it could be a bloke then. Say hello to Dexter. Say hello to Uncle Fester. Got them gazing at my necklace. No, it is a woman, isn't it? And my crazy sun protectors. Well, I guess.
No, rappers wear necklaces. Why do you think he's called 2 Chains? Do you think he's talking about the chains he uses to lock up his bike?
Could be.
No, it's a bloke. It's a bloke.
Yeah, it's a bloke. It's a bloke. So, bloke rappers.
So say it again, because there's a bit like the last one. There's like a sentence that strikes something.
Yay. Yeah, and there ain't nobody fresher from semester to semester, raving with the freshers. 20 libels around my table on my dresser. CIC compressor, just in case
So it's that. Yeah, hold on, stop there. Go back a couple. It's the CI. It's go back a bit.
20
Rewind.
libels around my table and my dresser. CIC compressor,
Stop.
just in case I don't impress her.
Stop.
Come on, Chidi, you can do it. Come on.
No, I'm gonna have to say no on this one. Don't know.
Right, well, let's just think of it. What UK rappers in 2010 who he could be?
We don't know it's a rapper, but it just sounds.
It sounds rappy, doesn't it?
Sounds rappy.
So who can we? Even if we just get the artist. CIC compressor.
Yeah, Brain Tax's last one was 2008, so it's obviously not that. And I would
it's not Brain. No, it'll be someone more popular than that.
Yeah, no one knows who Brain Tax is, dude.
Yeah. He's awesome. Everyone should listen to Brain Tax.
He is awesome. I've got his album.
I don't know who he is. I have no idea what you're talking about. No one's heard of him.
Brain Tax is good.
Yeah,
and there ain't nobody fresher from semester to
so it can't be Dizzy again.
No.
Other UK rappers. It can't be Stormzy.
What about Professor Green?
I fucking hate Professor Green as well.
You just don't want it to be him.
I'm just trying to figure who.
Why is he in that advert with the dryer? Have you seen that ad?
Yeah, I've seen.
What a weird thing. Why did they approach Professor Green? Whatever.
Because he's green, isn't it, Professor Green?
I guess so, but he's just.
Because I'm green, Lou. I'm sure that's why he came up with his name. Because he's green.
Whatever. It could be Professor Green. I don't want it to be.
I don't think it is. I don't feel like that's.
He was around about then, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he is.
2010. Yeah. He was. That's when he was kind of around.
Big.
Yeah.
I've no idea.
Well, okay, read it one more time. If nothing comes to me this time, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, and there ain't nobody fresher from semester to semester, raving with the freshers. 20 light bulbs around my table and my dresser. CIC compressor, just in case I don't impress her. Say hello to Dexter. Say hello to Uncle Fester. Got them gazing at my necklace and my crazy sun protectors. See, it doesn't
so close. It's not going to be.
Like
it's who wears sun protectors?
Well, sunglasses, isn't it? Who wears sunglasses? Lots of rappers wear sunglasses.
I just don't see Professor Green in sunglasses. Just don't see him.
No, I don't. No, he never did he?
He never really did.
Oh, what about? Oh my God, what's the other UK rapper around the same time? Oh my God, there was a black rapper, wasn't there?
There's lots of black rappers.
No, but a UK one who was.
I heard about a black rapper one time.
Not Tiny or something like that.
Tiny Temper.
Tiny Temper, was he British?
Yeah, he's British. Yeah.
I think it's Tiny Temper. You know.
Let's go with Tiny Temper. Let's just
do it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my God, Stu dragged us over the finish line.
Said Tiny Temper and pass out.
Wow.
Wow.
We out.
Yay! Good job, Stu.
I never would have got Tiny Temper.
Damn.
Oh my God! I can't believe I got that.
Smoke. Wow, that's nuts.
Holy cow! We are cool cats. Just.
Yeah, we are. And I helped with the most obvious answer ever.
Oh my God.
Good job, y'all. Good job.
I just can't believe I got that then.
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of suspicious how you finally got it and like you were certain at the end.
I did not.
I'm not saying you cheated. I'm just saying like
anything. It was just I was just
you can't hide. You can't hide cheating, Stu. I know you didn't cheat because you would be like, no, I promise I didn't cheat. No, I swear I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat.
Although
that would be what you do if you had cheated.
He did lie pretty well on Among Us. So
yeah, I did. But
but that was the point of that game. He wouldn't do that here.
I was just thinking of black rappers because I think that sounds like a black rapper.
I was going down
That's so racist. I can tell from your lyrics that you're black. What are you talking about?
I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just like
no, I don't know what you mean.
To be honest, there aren't many like rappers in the UK in 2010 that you can think like. I mean, you got Dizzy.
There definitely aren't many white rappers in the UK.
there are many rappers. Well, there is now. There's more now. But like there's obviously there's tons.
Oh yeah, there's streets.
There are loads of rappers, but like when you talk about like mainstream famous ones that are like on Radio 1, not like One Extra, not like the actual like mainstream. You know, you just don't hear
Channel
them.
U.
We know what you mean.
But now, like, I just 2010.
I just want to say Channel U to prove that I knew something about British hip hop.
2010, I was struggling. The only thing I could think of was what was that whole fucking band? Got a group. There's three of them, and one was Talisa or whatever, and Dappy and all that sort of shit.
Oh, God,
who were they? They were wank.
Any idea what you're talking about?
There's these three people, and there were two of them was like
I can't remember what they were called.
Two of them were rappers, and
you
one
know
of them
funny?
was a singer.
I actually think that I know
God.
a lot about music, and then like we had this name that tune thing on Zoom recently for this group at our school, and I went in there because it was like 90s R&B and hip hop. I was like, I'm gonna kill everybody. I knew like 3 songs. I was like, I don't know any of this stuff because it was mostly R&B, and I'm like, damn.
N-dubs they were called. You know,
N-dubs, yeah, they were awful. But like now, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think British rap music has got a lot better recently.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Back in 20,
you need to listen to the Dirty Diggers. They're awesome. See Max rapping? I don't know about that. See Pat rapping? I don't know about that.
Right.
Well done, everybody, especially to Chinny.
Yes, good job, Chinny and Stu.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
Right.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
Fancy a game of Carom?
Game of what?
Carom?
No, we're not watching your Carom stream. We don't know what it is.
So this is I get YouTube recommendations.
It's like billiards, isn't it?
So I watch a lot of snooker videos and stuff and whatever on YouTube. And now and again I'll get, and then I never knew of a thing called straight pool. So we all know 8-ball pool and 9-ball pool. And there is 10-ball pool as well, which is very similar to 9-ball pool. No big deal. But there's a pool called straight pool, and I was like, oh, what other weird billiard games are there? And there's one called Carom, which just popped up.
There's
no pockets, and it's just blokes who are old to middle aged just knocking these balls. It's billiards basically.
Doing cannons. That's it.
Yeah, it's 3 balls and oh fucking hell! It just looks. I mean, I love snooker. But fuck me, this looks boring. But they have an audience. Have you seen the audience? Look, they're fucking into it. Look at it.
There's an audience for golf. That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Yeah, but I feel like the audience here, it's like, oh, nothing better to do today. What shall I do? I'll go and watch this.
All the audience look like they've been. They look like they've been tricked into watching it. They're like, oh no.
What is this?
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
All right, I'm going first since apparently y'all just want to talk about YouTube clips you're watching. I will shout out the Tainted Brain for that awesome thing that led me to play Rust again. And I'll shout out Antonio because I always like chatting with him on Twitter. And I will shout out everybody in the chat and Derek Sains for sending us a quiz. And Gavlar. It's been a while, hasn't it? I don't remember seeing Gavlar for a while. Anyway, Step J and everybody in the chat, Murgatroyd and everybody. So thanks for listening, people, and the Duchess because she rocks.
There you go. Well, I'm going to shout out Duke, of course, for being very kind about my mix because it wasn't great, the scratching, but it was all right.
Good mix.
I'll shout out Derek for providing a great quiz. I've got to say, it was a nail biter this week. It was a nail biter.
Yeah, it was.
I got there. So thank you very much for that. And I'm going to shout out someone random at work, I'll not mention any names, who asked me to DJ the dad's 50th birthday party.
Nice.
You're getting some rep.
You got a gig. You got a gig.
It was really funny, right? Because she said, how much do you charge? I'm like, I don't charge. I'll do it for a packet of crisps. It's fine. Because like,
dude,
you
you
say
missed
that.
a shot, dude. You could have been like $500.
No.
You say that now.
Are you're like Doug Judy when he's DJing the bar mitzvahs? Yeah, Craig got that floss. Go ahead, Craig.
Because when she first asked, right, I went, I'm not that sort of DJ. When she said for my dad's 50th birthday, I'm like, I'm not really that sort of DJ. I don't,
Heck, you're a guy who knows how to play music. Like, of course you're that kind of DJ.
I don't play Grease and stuff, right? And she went, no, he's really into dance music. And then I went, yeah, well, I'm kind of nearly 50 out.
Yeah.
There's me judging.
Yeah.
And I'm nearly the same age as a dude who wants.
You son of a bitch.
I know. But I don't think of myself as being that old. So, And then, right, and I said, oh, well, I'm nearly 50, so I guess that's fine, right? Joking. And one of the other girls went, no way. I was like, what do you mean? She went, I thought you were about 35. I'm like, I'll take that every day of the week.
Fuck off.
So shout out to her as well for thinking I was much younger than I actually am. It's all good. And that's it for me. So there you go. Who's left? Chinny.
I don't really have any shout outs. I've got no shout outs.
Done. Brilliant. Is that it?
No, I do have a shout out.
Oh, you do have a shout out?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla reached its destination. So Adam has got his copy. But also the anonymous donator of the game, because it was donated anonymously.
I did see it was a promotional copy as well.
It's a promotional copy, yeah. The anonymous. Oh, we know people. We don't really, but the anonymous donator.
We know people who get promotional copies.
We know people. If you name
very few people.
Also sent a bar of dairy milk with it. And
that's right.
This anonymous donator did offer to donate it to me first, and because I'm such a Samaritan, I said no. The Patreon people should get it. But if I knew there was a dairy milk involved, I would have changed my decision and ordered it to my house. But hey, what can you do? I'm cheap. I'll have anything.
You are seriously cheap.
I'm a bastard. Yep. So it's got that. So there you go. It's good news. So thanks to the anonymous donator. You know who you are. And yeah, enjoy the piece of shit garbage that is Assassin's Creed.
Murgatroyd, DJ Murgatroyd in the chat says, shout out to Craig David.
Shout out to Craig David. He's probably listening. What else has he got to do?
Craig David.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all I want to do when I hear his name.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I think we're done.
If you like this podcast, there is another site you should check out, which is called VGHub.net. And
go check out VGHub.net, people.
Do that. I saw a picture on the internet that made me laugh, and I want to share it with you. Obviously, I will have to describe.
Sorry, I just hit stop on the recording right after you said laugh.
Oh,
I saw a picture on the internet that made me laugh. The end.
That's fine. So it's it was a picture of these ladies, right, that were all ripped. They were all obviously bodybuilder ladies. They were massive, right? And there was about 6 of them all posing,
biceps.
Right? And the title just said "The Last of Us Part 3," and I thought that was very, very funny.
Nice.
Well, it's possibly true.
I just thought that was good.
DJ Mogatroy just pointed out that Craig David's just chilling today, by the way.
Oh, is he?
It's a Sunday, so he's just chilling.
Oh, yeah, he's chilling. Yeah. Well, he's going to meet a girl tomorrow, so he's busy like that. Yeah.
Oh, dear me. So there you go. Another show in the bag, people.
Yep. Yeah, another show, another £1,000 each. That's how it works.
£1,000. Yep, we're doing all right. Doing all right. More
I
shirts.
assume you're just keeping all of mine until we meet again.
Yeah,
Then you're gonna give me a big bag
we
full of gold.
accumulate it until.
She's buying shares.
You can take a little something out for your troubles, but you know.
Well, there's admin fees and
Well, of course, that's what I assume. Yeah.
Affiliate links.
All right, I gotta get these papers graded by tomorrow, man. I'm not trying to do this all night. I got like 3 done during the podcast. I can never focus enough.
Well,
all right, no worries. Maybe you shouldn't do 2 things.
But at least I'll be able to get out of the driveway tomorrow. So there's that.
There is that.
There's that.
Well,
all right, have a good night, guys.
Yes. See you next week.
Bye.
I will. See. I don't know when I'll be able to play the pokers this week. By the way.
Why? What the fuck are you doing?
Because it's Kay's birthday. It's
all week.
Well, I'm off on. Let me think what days I'm off. I'm off on Wednesday, and I'm off on Tuesday. Well, then I'm in for 6 days straight after that. Oh no, actually, I'll tell a lie. I'm off on Saturday, aren't I? I don't know. Possibly Friday night. Possibly Friday night.
Should be fine.
Yeah, possibly Friday. Confirm later in the week. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hook it up.
This lady on Expert Plus is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, she is absolutely. I've watched quite a few of hers. You should put on Shatter Me Expert Plus. Just find that one of hers. It's just ridiculous. You've never seen anything quite like it.
Shatter Me.
It's her most viewed video, so it'll be one of the top ones that she's got on. Oh, it's hers right at the top.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, just watch
How
her
do you
do
get that good?
What amazes me when you watch her playing is how smooth she is.
Yeah, that's amazing.
She just does it. I don't know. You watch her like this. This is nothing. Wait till he gets right into the song. It's ridiculous what she can do. Yeah.
Wow.
I can do this on Expert, but I can't do anything like this.
It's so impressive.
Yeah, wait. It's like this is just madness. When it's like the bit coming up in a minute is madness. This isn't even the worst bit. This is just.
Yeah, well, you keep saying the same thing, Stu.
I know, you'll see it in a minute.
This ain't the worst bit. Will you wait until the thing? This is nothing.
You wait. It's coming in a second.
I think it's here.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you. It's about to come. It's about to come.
Don't
it's
say
coming.
that. Don't say that.
It's coming. It's coming. It's not yet.
No, don't. Please don't say that.
Any second now.
Oh my god.
This isn't even the worst bit.
You keep saying the same thing for the last 2 minutes. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Something's gonna. Oh dear.
Here we go.
She's missing quite a lot, to be fair.
Yeah, but have you seen how fast they come?
Yeah. I just find it funny where she's obviously brilliant at this and she's like missed 4. I'm like, well, she's missing quite a few.
I know, and it's just fucking ridiculous. Honestly, it's probably one of the most difficult ones to play on Expert Plus. It's mental. I don't even know how she sees what she's hitting.
It's muscle memory, isn't it? It's gotta
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of the time, and I think she lies, right? A lot of the time on her videos, she puts first time run through like it's the first time she's ever tried it.
Nah.
I call bullshit on that. When I see some of these tracks she plays, I'm like, bullshit. That is not the first time you've ever played that.
Nah, that makes no sense.
But she's pretty impressive.
I imagine she's pretty good on the first run through, but to be this kind
she just makes it look so easy, doesn't she, though?
Yeah, she's just waving them around.
It's like she's barely doing anything. It's like, nah, it's fine.
Whatever.
But this is her most viewed one, I think, because it's just so crazy.
Let's have a look. Mad. Most popular. Yeah, it is that one, yeah.
Yeah, she did quite a few. But it was weird. She did like ask me any questions, and that barely got any views at all. Like no one cared.
Yeah.
They just wanted to see her play Beat Saber.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me. But yes, right, I will leave you to it. Keep it up on the old Beat Saber. You know, I haven't actually. I'm going to beat those scores you put up, by the way. I just haven't got around to it yet.
Yeah, those are not my
I'm going to beat old Robbins because he hates it. Because every time he puts a new high score up, I just beat it.
Those are not my best scores. They're just my kind of. I've had a couple of goes at it. You know, I'm getting into it. Sort of score. I haven't really felt like I've properly fucking.
Yeah, when you get into it, it is quite addictive. You're just like, oh, I just want to play one more song.
Yeah.
You definitely need to, and I know it fucks up the game, but you need to get some custom songs, stuff like you like listening to.
Well, that's what Tara was. That's why Tara kind of lost a bit of interest in it because she was playing it. I was like, can you not get like songs that I know? I'm like, well, you got to do some dodgy shit with it, and she was.
It's not that dodgy. It really isn't.
Well, but then it did. I can't play any multiplayer on it or anything, can I?
No, you can't play multiplayer. You can't play like the 360 maps or anything like that. You can literally just play. But to be honest, when you've got like over 100 custom songs that you actually like, but the other thing as well, what's quite good about the custom songs, most of them are either hard or expert.
You lose all the leaderboard stuff as well.
No, they just don't link to anything.
So
I know what you mean. I know there are sort of compromises, I guess. But it's way more fun when someone's playing Gangnam Style than it is, whatever the song is.
Yeah.
And you can still, if you've got like, in the future, when you can have friends around this stuff, you can compete with each other, can't you, on their scores and your scores and stuff. And the other thing is that they're bringing out, I think it might be either this update or the next one, you can have multiple accounts on the same headset.
Oh, okay.
Which will make a big difference. So Tara could have her own account and have her own high scores and stuff, and you could have your own.
Yeah.
Which would be way better than it is at the moment, where it's just kind of share the headset.
She doesn't really play that much unless I say, "Hey, we should play this." And she goes, "Okay."
I've got to go. Got to go to bed.
Got
to be up in the morning.
No worries.
I will leave you to it. Have a nice evening, and I'll send you a message in the week or whatever about Friday, and we'll figure it out from there.
No problem.
All right, mate. Speak to you soon.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.